to the Sunday Morning Breakfast Radio Show.
Good morning. It's the Sunday Morning Breakfast Radio Show coming to you live from Facebook Live and YouTube. The number to call in, 516-900-2278. We are the Weekend Review Show. We do this every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Facebook Live and YouTube. Listen, I'm a little hungover because we had such a great time on Friday. It was that great that it carries over to Sunday. But we have the usual suspects in studio. We have Bino. Bino, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good. How's everybody doing?
Doing well. We also have Voice in studio.
Good morning.
Now, obviously, as we ended the show last week, there was a little bit of controversy. So Crystal's not here at the moment. She is celebrating her birthday.
So she's not hiding out?
It is actually her
Today's
birthday.
her actual birthday.
We want to wish her a happy birthday.
Okay, so she's not hiding out.
Yeah, so happy birthday to Crystal. We hope you're having a great day. You enjoy your day. There was a bit of a get-together. I understand there was some controversy with our segment that we closed out with last week. And so, listen, Friday night we attended a get-together. It was okay.
Kind of in protest.
Yeah, I knelt the whole time.
Yeah, definitely. You were definitely. Everyone kept calling you Colin the whole fucking night. Or who invited Colin?
Exactly.
Preacher sitting there like this the whole night. It was crazy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But you decided to make a statement
Absolutely.
about our beloved Trinimon not being invited to the party.
So for those who aren't aware, last week, Crystal was having this party on Friday, and unfortunately, one of our favorite people on the show, he's a strong participant. He's been a viewer for quite some time.
Right. Even before we started doing the show.
Even before we even.
Yeah. He was
Exactly.
Guy's amazing.
Watching
yes.
us ever since 2011.
Correct. 99.
Right. But anyway, but Crystal had indicated, I'm having this party and kind of reiterating the guest list.
Yes.
We were invited.
And Trinimon kind of jumped to conclusions and asked, can I come on? And unfortunately,
that didn't go so well.
She told him in detail
Yes.
why, if he even came on the block, he would be shot upon sight. So with that being said, it was a whole to-do about it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
All week, we kept getting flooded with calls and letters. And
some people weren't happy about
No, they weren't. They wanted to have a GoFundMe about it, to pay for his plate. It was ridiculous.
Oh, it was.
They figured Crystal being Bajan, it was West Indian, we'd have soca music.
Of course.
Who else but Trinimon should be in the building?
I mean, if there was a person I would rather DJ the party, it'd be Trinimon.
Correct.
Not to say anything about the DJ at the party, but I felt like something was missing. I said, that Trini seasoning is not.
Yes.
It's not here. I don't know what it is.
It was Karen's potato salad.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Yes,
right.
Exactly.
Yes.
We don't do raisins.
Correct.
No, not at all. But to say the least, we'll talk more about that a little bit later. But listen. I didn't participate in any part of the party.
You did?
Oh, really?
I didn't drink.
Huh.
I didn't eat.
So later on, right, at the 11 o'clock hour,
right.
when we play clips from the party, we will not see you dancing and carrying on.
Not at all.
Okay.
Hell
no.
So later on, audience, we will have clips of the party, okay, as well as an exclusive interview with Trinimon to hear his side of the story.
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel that we handled the end of that show?
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because you were the one you were beating.
I was the one keeping order. Yes, I was the one keeping order.
I don't know if you want to call it order, whatever. But
you literally called this phone and asked for another man. Trinimon's name is Leon. You called and asked for Leonard. Not Leonard, Leonard. I don't know when he became French, but you asked for Leonard. And you're telling me I didn't keep the order.
It was disrespectful.
That's not the point.
Okay.
But the point is, I was very ashamed
Right.
of this show. I was ashamed of being a part of it. I almost got up and walked out myself.
Okay, right.
You got a letter of apology
But again,
as
like
well?
I said,
Absolutely.
come
I told
11
you.
o'clock, we're going to discuss all this. We'll discuss the party, and Trinimon will give his touching side of the story.
And you're going to give
I
your letter.
have him backstage right now getting makeup on.
He's in the green room right
He's sitting in
now.
the green room right now relaxing, okay?
And when we mean green room, we mean the bathroom.
Correct, yes.
That's our green room right now. And Voice.
I have my letter of apology.
Now, Voice, to be fair, he literally was a wallflower. He did not want to participate in anything that was going on in the party.
Just the food.
All right, so you acknowledge you did have some food.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, good. But you were really, I got to commend you as well. As I was kneeling, you were kind of like had your shoulders.
Yes,
You were
yes.
not having like.
I don't know if it's security or what.
Yeah,
but yes.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, listen, we'll talk more about it. Happy birthday, Crystal.
Yes.
Trini Man, we'll talk to him a little bit later and kind of
Like I said, the heart-wrenching interview with Trinimon.
Oh, my God.
Violence already.
Heart-wrenching.
Only on Facebook Live. and Periscope. And wherever the hell else you can see us.
Exclusively on Facebook.
Wherever the hell else we are, yes.
Zuckerberg's cutting us a check
I know,
right now.
right?
And also getting our social as we speak. Let's get to the top 5 stories of the week.
This is the top 5 stories of the week. Number 1.
All right, so with the untimely death, well, it's not. First of all, the woman was what, 92 years old?
Yes.
Barbara Bush was like 92 years old.
Yes.
Let's just be. I'm not saying it's anything.
Don't let nobody grow old around you. You ain't dead yet.
That's a way to begin a story, boy. I tell
You're
you.
80-something years old. Your kid's dying at 3.
Yeah.
Like, jeez, bro.
Wow.
So she was 92. So what?
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, it's not like it's. All right, let me just move on.
Right.
Okay.
She's going to know it's prom, basically.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
All
Right. So,
right.
unfortunately, she passed away this week, and with that, obviously, when someone presidential, wife of a president or actual president, passes away, it happens to be a big situation for other presidents of past and present. And so, as you saw yesterday, they had the funeral, and all the presidents were there but one,
Of
and
course.
that being our current one. I don't know if he was. Where was he, in Mar-a-Lago? I don't have no idea if he was
He's
just.
taking care of his other business that he has to attend to.
Okay, to be fair, it is the presidency. You can be quite busy. I'm not trying to say
Also,
he's not a big fan of that family either.
And they're not a fan
she's
of
been
his?
reckless
Yes.
talking about him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't blame him for not going. It'd have been a distraction.
Of course.
And he did send the missus.
Right.
Right.
Who was sitting next to the man.
Bro.
I mean, listen, if anybody sees that picture of
Obama was looking like Billy D. Nice sitting next to that one.
like,
I couldn't get that one at all. I was like, wow, that's awkward.
well, you know, first of all, you saw her crack a smile like you haven't seen us
Bro.
crack in quite a while.
Damn, crack a smile. She laughed so hard she disrupted the service.
But the problem is when you can't do that as a black man and you have your black wife with you.
And I don't know Obama to be that damn funny.
Exactly.
Me neither.
I mean, we all love him, but
Great guy, yo.
We got to be fair.
He's knowing Steve Harvey, yes?
Not at
It's
all.
fair to say.
Right.
It's fair
Not
to
at
say.
all. Not at all. So, you know, a rest in peace goes out to Barbara Bush, unfortunately passing away.
Ulrich says she was in court with Stormy. He was in court with Stormy.
Oh, that
Now,
was-
now.
And
All
you
right.
know what's kind of crazy? Like, Stormy.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Lewis says they didn't invite him like Trinimon. Lewis.
Now, see,
Lewis
here's the
don't-
problem.
Lewis, don't start your shit.
You can't do this. You can't make Trini Man the punching bag right now.
Exactly. Oh, Trinimon's in the green room minding his business.
So let him rock. Okay, please, just let him rock.
Thank
Okay? So anyway, so that, and then you know you have Stormy Daniels making the rounds. She was on the View
Oh,
this
she's
week.
making rounds, yes.
And you know, she's doing this whole thing because she's expressing the fact that she's frustrated and upset about being bullied, and she
All
will
of a
be
sudden.
bullied no more.
Yes. It's all coming out now.
What a strong woman.
I
Yeah,
just wonder
definitely
when the
commend her.
book comes out. When is the release of that book? Because let's be fair, we're not big fans of the president. I get it, but this whole tour of what she's doing just seems a little bit,
Definitely could call it a tour.
yeah, of this whole attention getting, building the hype for the Stormy Daniels book, My Time with President Trump, The Hand and Shark Week. Like you already know that's coming.
I can just see me, cuddled up under a blanket reading this.
Like, and I get it. Like, you know what? This has brought attention, and I want to get you guys' thoughts on this. This brought an attention to how we should start respecting sex workers, from strippers to porn stars to prostitutes. This has brought up a debate where we need to start acknowledging these people and not basically judging them.
Right.
Because, you know, people, you know, she gets, and I'm pretty sure she expected this, but you know she was going to get the whore, you're a slut,
Yeah.
you're a woman who has sex on camera, and that could be quite demeaning. Nobody wants to be told that, but if she's making money from it, legitimate money, and
Paying
it's
her
her
taxes.
prerogative, and
Yeah.
she's paying her taxes, you know, then let her do her. I ain't knocking it, you know.
Until your son brings home one.
I don't know if I would mind. I don't know if I would care if
Okay, I would.
you would care.
I don't have time for your liberal, everyone's great bullshit. I don't have no time for that. Like, you fuck this don't judge shit. Like, you have a right to judge who's in your life or who you respect or who you don't respect. It is what it is. Because that keeps out certain elements that you don't want around you, period. Like, I don't need that energy around me, period.
So a woman who strips.
Or a guy who strips.
Okay,
for that
or a guy
matter, like,
strips. No, but let's talk about because being that she is a female, we'll talk about the female aspect. Because there is a double standard with it. I think there truly is. If a guy who's dancing at Chippendales is not the same as a guy or a girl who dances at wherever, Sue's or wherever. Okay. So let's say you have a son. He comes home. We have sons. He comes home with a daughter who says she's a stripper. All right, never mind you. We're not gonna.
I gotta omit. Yeah, I omit myself out of this. Yes.
I don't know if I would necessarily judge her off of the fact that she strips or she's making money. Let's say a lot of these women are doing this to make a living or get past school, get a PhD. Who are we to judge them?
A lot of students.
There's a lot of students.
Oh yeah.
Right. I am me. I could be like, yo, I don't want that around me, period. Yeah. Like, it's almost like the argument that rappers make. Like, certain, especially trash rappers, they'd be like, oh, if I weren't rapping, I'd be climbing in your window.
Right.
Go be like Calvin. Go get a job at McDonald's. Like, like, why do you have to do that? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's the same type of thinking to me. Like, again, you have the right to make the money however you please. And I have the right to be like, it's not for me. That's all.
I mean, just some of the debate with Stormy Daniels obviously has been this whole, if she wants to make money doing porn, she takes care of her kid.
I agree with that.
She does what she has to do. There's nothing illegal about it. Then let it be.
There's nothing illegal about prostitution?
No.
Prostitution,
doing porn.
Oh, porn, yeah.
Oh, porn, yeah.
Right. If you're doing porn, it's legal. But
that part she pays taxes for. I don't know about the prostitution.
Of course, right. And, I think, but it's brought up that big debate about, sex workers and. Let's just get to number two.
Yeah, definitely.
Get the fuck out of here.
Number 2.
So number 2, this week. So Kanye West is on this philosophy tour on Twitter, saying a lot of crazy stuff. I wouldn't even say some of it is inspiring. You know what I mean? Like believe in yourself, all that great stuff Kanye does. But then he then references pundit Candace Owens. I'm not really familiar with this girl, but apparently she's a black conservative woman who was attacked Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, I heard about her when Black Panther movie came out.
What is wrong with Black Panther now?
And she was shitting on that. She was shitting on certain ideologies on that. So that's when I found out about it. Started looking at her footage. Yeah.
And so obviously Kanye West being the social icon that he is, I don't know if he's still running for 2020, but now he's catching a lot of heat. Here's my thing. Listen, you have every right to support any person you do. And I don't think you should be demonized for it. We may not agree with the person that you agree with or you follow, but I don't think you should start being demonized for it. Like, is he automatically a coon because?
I mean, he has a coonish way.
He definitely does. I mean, again, if you agree with someone who has, especially if you're black, and all of your views support white supremacy, that kind of shit, like, yeah, and if you support that, that's a problem.
So let me ask you a question. Any black person who supports Trump, are they automatically a coon?
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's not what I'm saying. You may have different reasons. Yeah, definitely a good amount. Definitely a good amount.
They're very coonish.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Because you could be a Republican or support Trump, and it just be for financial reasons or something of that nature. But like socially now, if you black guys should stop. There's no such thing as racism, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
If you're that displaced from the rest of the community that you talk like that, you a coon.
Right.
Period.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
like Jason Whitlock, anytime anything benefits black people, his fat ass runs to the camera and bitches about it.
Of course, right. I don't think, but I'm pretty sure Jason Whitlock, I don't know if you've heard, but I'm pretty sure Jason Whitlock has had some viewpoints that you might agree with in certain instances.
What, the weather?
I'm just in anything. I'm just saying in general. Like, but I don't listen. I'm pretty sure we know who Jason Whitlock voted for. I just kind of feel like sometimes when people make these statements or they say I follow a certain person, he may have heard one thing she said and then said, oh, you know what?
I don't think so, because if you heard just one thing she said and you decided to tweet about her, doesn't make any sense. He's followed her. He likes.
This is when anything Kanye West does.
And he said he likes the way she thinks. So apparently he's heard plenty of her views, or several of her views rather, and come to that conclusion.
All right, let's make a decision then. Is somebody going that coon train?
I think he's been on that train since he met him. Since he had that Trump encounter, I think he's been on that train. We nominated him last time. I think he's staying there.
Nah, he's on the train.
Yeah.
So that's my man. I bust my gun for graduation and college dropout, all that.
Of course.
Like, late registration. He's on the train. Kanye's on the coon train. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yo, again, no one is exempt.
Nobody's exempt. The homie
I'm
Bakari.
in here talking that shit. Y'all gonna put me on the train. It is what it is.
Well, we would first have the discussion with you to kind of find out where your point of view.
Well, we just had that discussion.
Yeah.
Well, we can't. I mean, not with Kanye West. We have to pretty much understand what he watched or what he saw for him to make that statement. To be fair.
Nah.
All right.
I got a comment from the homie Bakari. He says that he missed the old Kanye. I think we all missed.
Don't we
I
all?
think we all missed the
Yeah.
old Kanye pretty
Oh, we
much.
all?
I think we all do. Let's get to number 3.
Number 3.
So then now there's this new ban in the preschool, and this is crazy to me. So parents are outraged. A Massachusetts family is looking for a new preschool for their 4-year-old daughter because her current school has barred her from using the word. Now get this, best friend.
Yeah.
Christine Hartwell says her daughter Julia appeared sad recently when she came home from Pentucket Workshop Preschool in Georgetown. The little girl told her mother she was upset because her teacher told her she couldn't call one of her classmates her best friend. School officials did not comment, but in a letter to the Hartwells, they said it has been our experience that the use of the term best friend, even used in a loving way, can lead to other children to feel excluded. Hartwell called the ban outrageous and silly. She says children should be allowed to speak their mind. How did we survive all these years
I'm trying to figure that out.
without all these bans? How did we survive in the 90s?
See, I get what they're doing, but they're doing it in a way where they're trying to literally control the way things are perceived. I get that people get excluded. I get that they're concerned about the fact that the suicidal rates are going in and so on and so forth. But I don't think this is the way to do it. I mean, people have to feel included. And you not. I mean, think about it. We have how many best friends do you have, first of all?
None.
None. Okay.
Right.
How many best friends do you have?
None.
How many best friends do you have?
Plenty.
Exactly. So you have to have a small amount
So
of
I
people.
thought-
that
No,
you
you
trust.
can't.
You have to have a whole. The point is, you have a small amount of people
You
you
can't
trust.
have many best friends
You can't have.
Why?
many.
Why can't you?
because you have the best is considered the top best friend. You have a lot of top best friends.
Y'all got a lot of rules.
They're protecting us.
Just
Think
a
about
second
it.
ago, you weren't judging
The
strip.
Web Safari. His own man did him.
But
Oh,
that
it
wasn't
wasn't
his
his-
friend.
it wasn't
Period.
his
Damn,
best
best
friend.
friend.
No, we got to prepare you in advance. Is what I'm trying to point out. You know what I'm saying?
Crystal Stout got 100 friends.
Yeah, word. One we know who's not his friend.
Okay,
our friend.
one who's 101, but we'll get into that later. B, what is this about? Like you raise a bunch of kids who never go through things that mold them into being adults.
Right.
So then when they're adults and you tell them no and they roll on the floor like they're on fire in front of you, you're shocked.
Right.
Like it's crazy.
Now we can't even use the word best friend. We can't even sing the Queen song best friend.
Yo,
We can't even sing the 50 songs.
yes, about best friends. Yes.
Like I mean, this is where I see when conservatives say this is the wussification.
Soft ass generation. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And they're right on that point. Like when you have schools,
Sure.
how did we survive all this time with saying the word best friend all these years?
Yo, shout out to Ed O'Neill. He said best friends are like MySpace, top 8.
True.
I mean, yeah. I mean, how did we ever survive?
Cousin Pat said he has no friends.
Me neither.
Jesus Christ, I'm sitting right in front of you.
We have
Yeah,
no friends
yeah.
like that. Like,
Yo, I'm starting to realize how Trinimon felt last week.
but this whole listen, and there's another thing too. There has to be a certain, I guess, a learning experience in life that not everybody's gonna like you.
Yes.
You're not gonna get along with everybody. You will be excluded from certain things.
Yes.
That's life.
Yes.
It happens. Suck it up.
It's okay.
And it's fine.
Builds character.
Absolutely. You do not have to be included in every group. You don't have to be accepted in every group. It's fine to be an outsider sometimes. Or make your own clique. Or have your own group. It's perfectly fine. Okay, that girl is not your best friend. Then go find your own.
Yeah.
Become friends with
But
somebody else.
That's how it starts depression, though. You have to be mindful of that.
Oh
because
my God.
children,
Listen.
they're softer.
D, cry me a damn river.
Listen.
They're
There's
so
What's the
gonna,
difference
guys.
between kids now and when we were coming up, yo?
They're
Are
trying
we
to
all not
prevent.
still human? Like, what is this?
They're trying to prevent an epidemic.
What is the
listen.
epidemic?
in
Okay,
every,
pandemic,
in
then.
every kid's life, they're gonna grow up having to prove themselves in a matter, whether it's a kid trying to intimidate them,
Physically, yes, whatever.
Yeah.
verbally, and then it's show and prove time, whether you can handle it or not. But that either makes you or break you. That's life. Guess what? Like, you go to a job interview, they don't give every person the job. like that's. I
So they're gonna have to soon enough.
Like, I mean, oh my God, we have to
Yes.
ban the word firing. and
Everyone is hired.
And, yeah, like, come
Yes.
on, this is ridiculous. This whole idea that I can't have my kid excluded. We can't use the word best friends. Everybody has to be everybody's best friend. No. Let's get to number 4.
Yeah.
Number 4.
So Lauryn Hill, she's going back on tour. Now, will she
gonna
be
be
on
on
time? We don't know. So I think, what is it? What year is it? The 20th anniversary? No, it's been more than 20. Is it 20
Nah,
years?
It's 20 years.
It's
98.
been 20
98, yeah.
years.
Miseducation
Yeah,
came out
you're right.
98.
Yeah.
Wow.
20 years since the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. First of all, I mean, before Beyonce was Beyonce, this album basically raised women. Like this was the happy album, the sad album, the relationship album, the you tell them album, the I'm having a baby, so don't tell me shit album. This was the album that raised women, black women especially. So she's going on a tour to, I guess, perform the hits off this album. Will she show up?
Well, I can tell you one thing. If I show up, I'll be on time no matter what time I show up.
That says a lot.
That says a lot.
That says
correct.
a lot.
Because you ain't on time for nothing.
Ironically, he was the first person out of
Yes.
all of us at the party the other night.
I don't
I
get this.
couldn't believe
There's
it.
no method to his madness.
you
I don't
know
get it. I don't get it. I don't understand.
He must
how-
have slept there the night before. Yo. Ain't
yeah.
no way.
I was around. I was around.
Crystal Stout is
Okay.
on the thread talking about how this album raised her, and that is a fact.
Yes.
I
Crystal was-
never saw someone play an album like how she played that album.
Really.
No,
It
that's
was
true.
ridiculous.
I think that, what is it called? Miseducation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Correct.
That was the album where she took shots at Wyclef.
Great song, by the way.
Oh, my gosh.
People who had told her, you know what, you're pregnant, you should.
Charles
should-
says Lauren has a better chance of showing up at Crystal's party.
Yo, you guys are taking shots at my man. Yo, I can't let this
Oh,
keep
my
happening.
gosh. They're just going in.
This has to stop. This really has to stop. Stop taking shots at my man, yo.
Yo, chill. He's in the
Leave
green room.
Trini
He's in
man
the green-
alone.
He's in the green room chilling. Yo.
You know, I'm
Sweet,
gonna have him defend himself. That's perfectly fine. But y'all taking a lot of shots.
Sweet
at
Mama says voice likes the party.
That's you damn right.
We were all protesting, man. What did?
No, we protested that one.
unbelievable.
I'm
Let's
just setting
get-
myself on a bad note, right?
Let's get to number 5.
Number 5.
So we had a lot of deaths this week. So yeah, DJ Avicii. How do you pronounce his name? I'm sorry.
Avicii.
Avicii.
Yeah,
Avicii,
Avicii.
yeah.
He passed away at the age of 28. Untimely death. I mean, I think there's still an investigation
they don't know
going
what's going
on.
on,
I know he had dealt with some issues as far as like, he was
Pancreas.
because he was drinking a lot, and any like those type of DJs, those tour DJs, the Calvin Harris's, him,
Dave Guetta's,
Dave,
all those Euro DJs.
they work pretty much
Yeah.
all year.
They hardly sleep. They get paid. They hardly
get
sleep, though.
paid a lot of money, but their schedules are so grueling that they can't really govern themselves as far as their intake and imagine living the party life every day. Alcohol given to you for free, Red Bull. Wake up at this time. You gotta have
Sleep for 2 hours a night.
Sleep for 2 hours. Wake up. Have to set up for your next show tomorrow. Travel to Vegas.
Absolutely.
Travel to LA. Oh, you have a celebrity DJ and gig. So it is hectic, and I guess everything basically caught up to him. And then you had Vern Troy pass away.
Yep.
The Mini-Me passed away yesterday at the age of 49. Obviously famously known for being on Austin Powers.
Yes.
And also, wasn't he on a reality show where he was naked and pissing everywhere?
some real life or something like that.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
basically with the celebs in the house.
Yeah.
They did say around that time he was suffering from a lot of depression.
He was sick because he was on like the scooter. He
Yeah,
couldn't walk or whatever.
a lot of depression he had.
It's sad. But obviously you had Barbara Bush pass away.
Yes.
I think the most shocking death, in my opinion, was Harry Anderson. He was the judge for the sitcom Night Court.
Yes.
Who remembers Night Court?
Oh,
Night Court was.
absolutely.
Who doesn't?
I
Whoa.
mean, Night Court was I'm trying to get that theme up, brother.
Yeah,
Like,
please, let's make that happen. yo.
I mean,
I think we should ask Trinity that question. I think it was in Trinidad too.
that's
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
You hear that guitar?
What?
Let me turn off the. I can find
The bed music, yeah.
Oh, no, Jesus Christ.
That was my thing, man. I tell you, I used to wait. I couldn't wait to get out of school just to watch this show, man. I'm telling you.
This was a good show.
Hell yeah,
Like,
it was.
Oh, also, yeah, Robert Jones.
Trini, man.
Bruno Sammartino, the wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Bruno said he died?
Yeah, he died. Yo, you good?
What happened? Wait, hold up. I didn't know about this.
Did he have to tell you first before he died?
Yeah, I
Like,
need to
before
know
you
that
roll,
now.
bro?
Was he like 82 or something?
He was an old man. Yo,
Yeah.
chill, Carl.
Oh my God, I didn't even know that.
Like he was 16.
Nah, that was my favorite, man. Bruno Santino's the man.
As I play the Night Court.
Yeah, exactly right. Back to Night Court. Yes.
I want to see what Bruno Mars is.
He died? What? Oh my God.
I I didn't know about that.
Yes, he passed away.
Yes.
So
Yes, my homie Allen says Night Court was the shit. Yes, it was. Yes.
Night Court was.
Night Court was.
Let's get back. So
classic, yes.
name some of those type of sitcoms that you remember, like Night Court. Like I remember that they were short lived, but they were popping. I think they probably had 2 or 3 seasons. Like I was just talking to a friend the other day about Small Wonder.
Oh,
you remember that?
I saw it the other
Ricky the
day.
Robot.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have this channel. I can't think of the name of the channel for the life of me, but they play like all these old type
Yeah.
of shows. Barney Miller, that type of shit.
Right.
TV Land?
Bro, I thought I was high. It was so bad,
yeah.
yo.
They used to
Like, it's
laugh.
one thing when you were a kid,
Yeah.
but like you sit here,
yeah.
like imagine a family creating a girl robot,
Yo, every time they opened the
walking
back,
around.
they would laugh at the robot thing.
bro. Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator would jump out so fast and try to flush it. Today. Like it's ridiculous.
Oh man, what was some other shows that were funny as Night Court that were like they were
I
short
remember
lived?
one episode of Night Court though that got to me when they had them roaches problem and they were just cry out. To this day,
Man,
my
you're
skin
random.
crawl.
Very random.
talking
And
about
what
that
the hell do you
episode.
remember, son?
I would never forget.
Remember
that
the
one.
raid episode of Night Court?
Yeah, that was the raid episode.
Remember Empty Nest?
Empty Nest.
Definitely.
Empty Nest.
Yo, Robert says head of the class.
Oh, I
Class
do
was
remember
good,
that.
yes.
Remember that?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Charles
remember,
says Small Wonder is what made him want a computer. Really?
Really?
I want to create a robot too.
Yeah.
What a geek. But yeah, man. Anyway, I'm sorry. You're saying Carol Ross says married with children.
Well, of course, that's
I'm
classic,
trying. See,
Trini Mon says empty nest.
No, I said Empty
That's
Nest. I'm
low-key.
saying like not Married with Children was a popular show. I'm talking about those shows
Like
that
a
are like cult.
random show that
Yeah,
nobody-
What was the
like
show on? I think it was Channel 9 where it was the father was the triangle thing, and I think she could freeze. She could freeze.
And it had the
time.
theme song that you could be
Yeah,
living.
it was a
yeah,
star. Yeah.
Oh, damn. I
The
don't
father
remember.
was an alien.
It was like Out of This World or some shit
That was
like
the name
that.
of it. That was
Is that what it's called?
That was what it was called. Yeah, Out of This
gotta
World.
remember.
Cousin Pat says Third Rock from the Sun. Charles
Third
says
Rock from the
Silver
Sun
Spoons.
is low key hilarious.
Yes,
I never watched.
Yo, it is
I seen it.
low key hilarious. He had me watching that the other day, when we had visited a couple of months ago, and it was hilarious.
Charles says Silver Spoons.
Different strokes.
Very classic.
Here we are,
Carlton was on that.
face to face. I remember that.
Carlton was on
Holy
that.
shit! Yo, that's
Sweet Mama
weird.
says y'all old as fuck. LOL.
Yeah,
Hey,
definitely.
yo.
Yeah, please. You're our age, young lady.
Yeah, seriously.
please.
Like, excuse
fair, she
us.
breathed.
Out of This World is what it called.
Yeah, that's
DeAndre
what-
said Out of
that's
This
what
World.
he said.
Okay, I did say that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Out of This World.
I mean,
and there was
y'all
another
forget different
one.
strokes.
But again, Different Strokes is popular.
Different Strokes was popular. I'm
talking
talking about
about
those cult
low-key,
classics.
yeah.
The cult classics, okay.
The cult classic shows. Out of This World.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Oh yeah,
Thank
so
you, Pam.
I was about to mention that.
DeAndre says Gary Sanders Show. Yes.
Yeah, that was ahead
And
of
that's
its time.
early Fox.
That was ahead of its
That's
time.
like Simpsons on Tracy
Tracy
Ullman
Ullman.
Fox.
Yeah,
Like,
that
that's
was
early Fox.
That was ahead of its time. Absolutely ahead of
As
its
he
time.
says, Tracy Ullman.
What was it? Thunders in Paradise.
Trini Mon says Cheers. What part of that's a popular show? Don't you fucking understand? We saying low key shows. People, Cosby Show. Like, please. I said low key show. You fucks mentioned one more popular show. Anyway, Charles, welcome back, Cotter. Thank you.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
What about
happening?
Get a
What's
Life?
happening?
Get a Life?
It definitely was happening.
What's happening?
Matter of
What's
fact,
happening was
boom.
good.
So we went to see Martin the other night.
Okay.
People don't know Martin started out on What's Happening.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was
really?
a guest on.
Hi.
Oh wow!
guest on that,
And
yes.
then they had What's Happening Now.
That was
when they were
terrible.
older. I
Alan,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What about Get a Life? Have
was
y'all watched
that?
that with Chris Elliott? Stand in the
I
place
do
where
remember
you
that.
belong.
He was like a newspaper guy.
Damn,
Yes, I do
I
remember
do
that.
Riding the bike?
that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Remember that.
That was a good show. I love that show.
yo, that was a great show. Like
Chris Elliott is hilarious.
Oh, with the great.
No,
But yeah,
oh,
yes,
Chris
and,
Elliott is hilarious.
what was the other one where they had? He had people in his head.
Herman's Head.
Herman's Head.
Herman's Head was good, yeah.
Harry and the
Pause on that.
Hendersons.
Pause on that, by the way.
Grow up.
Yeah, pause it. I get it. Herman's Head.
Christ.
Come on.
All right, hold up. So Alan
Sunday
says
morning show.
dinosaurs. I hated that.
I hated that show.
Hated it.
Dinosaurs? Not to mama? Not to mama?
It's so stupid.
What?
Charles says, "Give me a break."
Give me a break.
The great Nell Carter.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Airwolf.
Airwolf.
I don't remember that.
Airwolf is essentially
Fastest
Knight Rider,
helicopter-
but with
yeah.
a helicopter.
The fastest helicopter ever.
It was nuts. Like it was so. That shit was unbelievable. All right, we gotta take a
Talking
break.
about the A-Team then? What the hell?
No. That was a popular show. All right, Sunday morning breakfast. We'll be right back.
Under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover guitar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Dear John, I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but you've left me no choice. I'm leaving. Uncontrolled high blood pressure is really serious, and lately you seem to really not care. I've been there for you since day one, and I know you think I'm gonna keep ticking, but no, my friend, I can quit whenever I want. Why can't we get back to the good times, when we were more active and ate more healthy foods, and you checked on me every once in a while? Is that too much to ask? I don't want to leave, but unless you stop ignoring me, what else am I supposed to do? Remember, when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Doing the minimum to control your high blood pressure isn't doing enough. High blood pressure can lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get your blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late. Find out how at heart.org/bloodpressure. Check, change, control. A message from the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Psst. Yeah, it's me, your heart. Listen to me. We've got to talk. High blood pressure is serious, and yours? Whoa. What happened to us? We used to be so much more active. But lately you've been ignoring me. I know you think I'm just gonna keep ticking away forever, but you're wrong. You can do so much more to control your high blood pressure. Doing the minimum isn't doing enough. I'm under a lot of pressure and can quit whenever I want. Bet you didn't know that. But I like my job. Just treat me better. Check on me. Give me something green to nibble on every once in a while. And maybe we can do some exercise on occasion. Let's get to it. After all, we're in this together.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. High blood pressure can lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get your blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late. Find out how at heart.org/bloodpressure. Check, change, control. A message from the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
All right, Sunday morning breakfast. Call us up 516-900-2278 or comment on the thread on Facebook Live. So obviously we have to get an update on this whole Starbucks situation. As you remember, there were the two gentlemen who were escorted out of Starbucks after waiting for a friend. They had not purchased anything in the store, but like other people have said, who always go to Starbucks, Starbucks is the hangout spot, is the all come in. This is your second home. You don't have a home office. You don't have a regular office. Come to our office.
Correct. Loiter Central.
Right, exactly. Correct. That's what they were deemed as. So, actually, let me try to get the clip of the two gentlemen talking. But it seems that Starbucks has found a solution. Mm-hmm. This is what they're going to do. I want to get your guys' thoughts on this solution. All right. Starbucks has finally decided to head on. To battle racism head on.
Yeah.
Face to face. Couple of silver spoons here. They are closing all their stores. What day is that? I think it's
May 29th.
May 29th.
On a Sunday, I believe, right?
I know. They basically, what's the worst day we do business?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what they do.
Whatever.
Yes.
So May 29th.
That's what
I Actually, no.
Thank you. Exactly. That's what I
Thank
thought.
you, Siri, for yes.
That's actually on a Tuesday.
Okay, it's on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Every Starbucks employee, white, black, Asian, no matter who you are, where you're from, you will have to. If you work at Starbucks, you have to attend this meeting. And there will be racial bias training.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. Thank you.
The funniest thing I've ever heard.
Talk about compliance.
So, what is like what? Like seriously, what's gonna happen? They're gonna show a picture of a black guy coming in. What do we call him? A, nigger, B, customer, or C, nigger? like what is this gonna? Like seriously, like think about it.
All right, so let's attend the class right now. Let's say
Oh,
I'm the
my
instructor.
God.
All right, gentlemen. Okay.
Yes.
Welcome to Starbucks. This is how you have to conduct yourself with all races.
Correct.
Now I know you see Raheem over there.
Yes.
He's not buying anything.
Yes.
But he's okay.
He's here
fine.
to get A, coffee, B, your wallet, C, your
Exactly.
life. Like really.
Like, what are we
Or Starbucks
doing?
where A,
Yo.
you could be black, B, your coffee could be
So
black.
what happens if you fail the course?
Yeah, exactly. You're fired.
I wonder how you failed the course.
They're gonna give you a certification at the end of it. You're gonna have to do a soul
Yeah.
brother handshake. Motherfuckers doing an LB handshake. And
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to go to this certification.
Somebody has to film this.
I
shit.
may have
definitely
to
gonna put
apply
that
to
on
be a
social media.
Starbucks employee just to go to this day of training.
But what if
I
they
need to
do
be
one
there.
of those like those informational videos? You know when they
Well, to
have
be fair, they
like
said
they
they're
do
gonna make it-
examples and stuff.
You have to make it internal. That we're not
Some soul
gonna
brother
find
comes
out.
in.
Yeah.
Hey man,
I'll take a large frappuccino. Do you give him his frappuccino? You tell him to get his black ass out? Or do you call the police? Yeah.
or B and C.
God, can I go?
I want to be a fly in that wall.
I would love to attend that meeting.
Hey, yo, straight after this, we going right to the nearest Starbucks and applying.
Here's what we're gonna
Oh,
do.
yeah.
We're gonna have to find. I know one of us has to know somebody who works at Starbucks. Okay.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
used to, the motherfucker quit.
Oh,
and he was black.
Damn it.
I hit him up this week. I'm like, oh, son, you still work at Starbucks? No.
That's the question I have too. What are the black Starbucks workers gonna do there?
Oh, they're so pissed off.
Oh, you can tell.
We got to do what? Yes, Tyrone, you have to come too.
Yes.
You're not special.
Yes.
Because then there was also another video that had come out. So it had shown this a white guy. He goes into the bathroom. He had not bought anything. And he comes out. The black guy says, "Hey, man. Hey, well, I forgot.
The white guy's all refreshed. Ah, what a
all
leak.
clean.
Yeah.
And so and then he goes to the cashier. Apparently, the black guy had done the same thing, but the teller had told the cashier had said, "No, you can't use the bathroom."
Yes.
Now here's something that
You won't be emptying your Kool-Aid in our
oh my God, we know who needs to attend this meeting. God, Vito, Jesus Christ!
I can't wait.
But here's the thing: like somebody brought up a good point. You may not want to bring your coffee with you to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
What if you want to go to the bathroom first and then get your coffee?
That's kind of gross.
But also, to counter that point,
Okay.
he was black.
Okay, my
Okay?
bad.
Yes,
my
thank you.
bad.
Okay, good.
My bad.
Yes.
But somebody that's a good point. Like, okay,
It does make you go.
And here's the thing: those two guys in Philadelphia. What if the guy who was supposed to meet with them
That dumb.
wanted Starbucks, and he says, "I'll meet you there. I'm buying something anyway." So because they weren't necessarily buying anything, they can't wait because their friend wanted Starbucks.
To be fair, when you're racist, the common
This-
sense bake is kind of low.
Oh, my
you know what I
bad.
mean? I mean, really.
Very
you either
fair.
have one or the other.
Very fair. And
Thank
so
you.
the two men went on Good Morning America, and they spoke with Robin Roberts. This is what they had to say.
What happened next?
We're at the table. We sit down. We're just talking amongst each other. She then comes from around the register, walks up to us.
Get your
asks
black
us,
ass out.
She can help us with anything.
Excuse me,
maybe
the $1
start with
million
some
march
drinks
$1 million march is that way.
or something like that. For when we have bottles of water with us, so we're fine. We're just waiting for a meeting. We'll be out really quick, type thing. And that was it.
So approximately 4:35, you arrive for a 4:45 business meeting. According to 911
Negroes on time.
accounts, a call was placed at 4:37, approximately 2 minutes after you arrived, to 911.
Wait a minute. So
2 minutes.
2 minutes after they arrived, you called 911?
Take my big ass 2 minutes to sit down properly. I wouldn't even been in the chair comfortable yet.
Jesus
Unbelievable.
Christ. So you mean to tell me the cashier looked at those two guys and immediately said,
As soon as they walked in, she hit the bank robber button.
like, what?
She was in panic. Yeah.
What did you think when you saw police arrive, Dante?
It can't be it for us.
So when they do approach you, what do they say and how do you react?
Well, initially, as soon as they approached us, they just said we have to leave. There was no question of, was there a problem here between you guys and the manager? What happened?
When you were arrested, did they tell you what you were being arrested for?
No, not at the time. He wasn't read any rights. Nothing.
Oh, not the
Just
Miranda?
double lock, handcuffs behind our back, and escorted out and put into a squad car.
Why do you both think that store manager called 911?
Well, Robin, you're asking them to have an opinion about somebody else's intent. The facts speak for themselves. There's not a single witness that says that these young men were misbehaving in any way, and you can see and hear that on the video.
Well, the video has been viewed almost 11 million times.
Do they get a YouTube? Do they get like a
and
YouTube
part of
check
it,
for that? Or
Dante,
no?
you can see that you're talking to
the
police officer. What were you all saying to one another?
I was just trying to, you know, process the situation to myself at the time, because I'm thinking about my family that I have, my community. So in that moment, I'm trying to process what's going on, because it didn't really hit me what was going on, that it was real until
This is not a laughing matter.
I'm being double
This can
locked
happen
and my
to
hands
you,
behind my
especially
back.
to you.
Dante, did you at some point offer to call the person you were supposed to meet with, or because I know he's shown on the videotape.
After the first time.
So
you know,
by the way, so the guy that they were supposed to meet, remember the white guy that was defending them?
Yeah.
That was the guy they were supposed to meet.
Yes.
So
Oh, okay, so
apparently
that was Brad. Okay.
That was Brad. Yeah, that was Brad.
yeah.
So Brad shows up. So they had, I guess, they were working months on this real estate deal.
Yes.
And Brad was, I guess, facilitating the whole transaction. I guess Brad, being the soul brother that he is, was showing up late.
Yeah.
And they were on time.
What a great day to show up late, Brad.
I know, right?
This is the one time to show the Negroes you understand what we go through. You know what? I'm going to sleep an extra hour. I'll get there when I get there. You just lost one. Yo, but as he's listening to his Lauryn Hill. But point is, Brad, if you got there on time, maybe this wouldn't have happened. That's all I'm saying. Please.
Jonathan still says B-Rad.
B-Rad. But I mean, I think that was part of the dilemma. The dilemma was, I think Brad wanted to meet. First of all, Starbucks is just that place anyway. It's always been that place. Yeah. It's just that place you just loiter in, and
everyone hangs out there.
But the people who are defending Starbucks are saying, well, they should have bought something. I know certain stores that we discussed this last week. Certain stores have rules where they say you have to buy something.
Hurry up and buy. Yes.
Hurry up and buy.
They were waiting for Brad to buy. That's what it was.
Well,
you know, they weren't on CP time on top of it.
But what if you were that's a good question. Though. What if you're waiting for somebody else to buy?
I ain't gonna hold you. These dudes is lucky. I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
Dude like me, I wait for two things: to win the lotto and for some big change to discriminate against me. Oh, because I would sue this shit. Yo, they weren't even crying enough for me. You catch my black ass on TV on Robin's shoulders, and that's when they said, "Stand up and put your hands behind your back." Are you crazy? I wish y'all would. Yeah. They sitting there chilling for 2 minutes.
I pull a Tyrese.
Bro.
You see my face.
But then you also see. Here's the problem. Why you can't? So you're saying if that were you in the Starbucks, you would have caused a scene.
Yes.
See, the problem is
no. You don't got to cause a scene there. The scene you make is when they want to interview you about it.
I thought you.
On every.
So you're on GMA like
even there, if you want to cause a scene, you get up. Is it because I'm black? Have everyone look. Oh my God. Because you know some white people. Oh shit, racism. What's going on here? Right. You know how they're going to in 2018? No. You know how that's going to go down.
I know.
You know that.
I know.
Get your money.
So hopefully on May 29th, hopefully they resolve the whole racial issue, not just in Starbucks, but worldwide.
So America should go, or the world should go to this. What auditorium are they having this symposium in? Because
maybe they should live stream it.
Yes.
That'd be really
we all should watch it together.
All watch it together and hold
Goddamn, We Are the World Part 2. Yeah.
Listen, at the end of the day, first of all, have you boycotted Starbucks? Because this was a concentrated. Now, we've seen 2 instances of racism.
That was a tough question, B.
I'm just asking. Have you had. Let me ask this question. This past week.
I have not had Starbucks this week, to be fair.
Okay, fair enough. Have you thought about it?
Didn't mean I wasn't thinking about it.
Okay.
But, again, this isn't a company thing, like we said last week. This isn't where H&M put this nigger in a monkey show. This
Right.
This is one person who acted. She just happens to represent the company.
Okay.
So now it depends on what the company does. And
she has been fired.
Correct.
Okay.
Or from what I'm hearing, at that location.
Right.
I don't know if they sent her to New Mexico or something, but she's from that location in Philadelphia. She's gone.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So now I need to see what Starbucks does beyond this before making any decisions. I'm not going to lie.
Well, she probably gets transferred to Florida.
Yes.
It probably gets a standing ovation.
Where, yes, whites only. Zimmerman's there. Thank you.
God bless you.
Zimmerman and Casey Anthony over here. Finally a hero. Yes.
Oh, man. And something else happened this week. So this woman, you know how we're supposed to support our troops. We're supposed to, stand by them no matter what. they risk themselves and their lives to protect this country and the way we live and our government.
They're never wrong, yes.
And they're never wrong. And obviously these NFL players are disrespectful to these veterans, show some goddamn respect. But you have an instance here where I guess a woman was at a restaurant and she proceeds to attack a white woman at that. She proceeds to attack a veteran who also happens to be pregnant. Let's watch the tape.
Getting in our way when we were trying to park.
This is our military.
Don't you take a picture of
Oh.
me. You do not have the right to take a picture of me.
Whoa, Betty Sue. What is it, a party?
We're in the beehive?
Hands off me. Ma'am. Put that phone down.
Don't do it. I'm pregnant. Look at me. I'm pregnant. You're pushing the pregnant lady.
Well, my husband is
Hey, you
Now, things escalated quite quickly. Quite quickly. Wow. I just the woman was arrested. To be fair,
yes,
we did see her get, which was one of the greatest scenes I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
I cried like Denzel and Glory.
Oh my goodness!
To see that old woman who attacked that veteran, that pregnant veteran.
Sweet mama said Barbara kicking everybody ass. Here she is. She tried to karate chop that camera. What?
Yeah. But it was so great to see her get handcuffed and put in the back of a police car. Now she was released probably
yes, by her own recognizance. Yes.
Yeah.
They just drove her around the block and let her out.
Yeah, let her cool down a little bit.
Get out.
We'll see you later. You're baking some brownies. White power.
We just got to make it look good.
Exactly.
I just wonder where are everybody. I don't know. I haven't seen this much on Fox News. Of
course not.
Standing up for this veteran, pregnant veteran, who was assaulted.
Tisk.
I mean, these thugs coming to these restaurants, attacking people. Like, who do they think they are? If they went out and got a job, then maybe they wouldn't be acting like this.
Wouldn't have so much time to try to mess people's phones.
I'm saying, if Barbara wasn't playing shuffleboard all day, minding her damn business.
Tell him, preach.
So, being that they are military and they're being attacked, they have a right to defend themselves, right?
And mind you, they handled that very well.
Well, first off, them and their crew, because I don't know who.
Because all you heard was, hey, oh, yes.
The naughty button.
Somebody. Exactly.
That's all you heard. You know what I mean?
Whoa, hey,
Like,
whoa.
Yeah, it could have gotten real ugly for
somebody would be seeing stars.
Could have gotten a lot.
And a husband. Because they both, from what I saw, they both.
Yeah, well, that guy, he was out of line. First of all, if you see two women fight, especially, I don't know if that was his wife or his.
It was probably his wife, definitely.
You don't interject like that. Like, especially, you see the fatigues on. They're not wearing. It's not Halloween. Why would you? Why else would they be wearing fatigues? And then you start attacking them. Like, who do you think you are?
Tisk.
These damn thugs out here, man.
Exactly.
You got to be kidding me. But I just don't see the uproar that. Let's role reverse here. Let's say these were two white. I'm not, and we've been called racist, or race baiters. I just want to pose a question. Let's say these are two white veterans, one pregnant, and this was a black mother, or a black woman with her husband, and then she proceeded to attack them.
Bro, what?
And I'm proud to be an American. You would see that on Fox News.
Bro, what?
Olive Garden Gate. How dare you come against our veterans?
You Negroes come into our country, you play your rap music, you attack our veterans, and you just went here the end of it. The end of it. It's just ridiculous.
And I'm proud to be an American.
So the homie Jonathan, who was part of the military, he says if you're in uniform, you can't defend yourself.
Oh, really?
Plus, she was a captain, so we are held to a higher standard of professionalism. Yeah, no doubt about it. Like,
well,
she definitely
We're not saying she should have.
Well.
I mean, right, yeah, absolutely.
We're just saying we would have.
Right.
Yes,
absolutely.
I barely got into ROTC, so yeah, I'd have laid the fuck out.
Right.
That's just me.
Right. And then before we take a break, so have you heard about this Syracuse fraternity?
Oh,
yes.
Blue Phi Clan,
yes.
Yes.
Blue Phi Clan, yes.
You gotta see this video, yo. They are bugging.
So we're gonna play the
Wait.
audio because of the quality of it sucks.
Oh.
But this is basically them. I guess they're one of their people are trying to pledge, and they have to pledge to essentially. This is what. Let me make sure I get this right. Syracuse University suspended a fraternity for this racist, anti-Semitic, homophobic rant.
Oh.
White people.
Fuck black people. Okay, all right.
Hey, man.
These are Syracuse students who are protesting the video that was circulating around campus. There's no clear because I think they took the video down. Smart.
And they covered their faces.
So I'll explain it then. So basically, the video was someone getting pledged. Basically.
Yes.
And he was made to swear to always hate blacks, to hate niggers, hate spics, and finally hate kikes.
Oh,
correct. For those of you who don't know the terms,
Right.
blacks, Spanish, and Jews.
Yes.
Basically.
Right.
Okay, and he was on his knees pledging, to do such
I
things.
think there was a beer can being
Correct.
You know,
Everyone in the room was laughing, having a good time about it.
right.
It was just amazing.
Okay, let me see. I think I found one video that might.
Did you now?
work.
Let's see, please.
Let's hear. Let's see if this. And if you have kids around you, I would.
That's right.
If
Put
any
the
of them
earplugs
happen
on.
to be N-words,
Yes. Put
Yes.
the earplugs on.
Right.
Holocaust
Get in the shower.
and using racist slurs.
I solemnly swear to always have hatred in my heart for. To always have hatred in my heart for.
Yeah. Well.
So that was niggers.
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah.
You can tell by how long it was and
Yeah.
how animated it was.
Niggas again.
The
That- no,
chapter
that was
apologized overnight in a lengthy letter, saying it's with.
Yeah, they cut it off. They're basically protecting this. Well, they've now expelled
the fraternity.
The fraternity.
Yeah.
But
This was in Syracuse. of
yeah,
all
Yes, it was.
places.
Yep. Remember when we did the show and there was what was it, OU, where they had "Don't ever be a nigger."
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
Do the
yeah,
clap.
yeah.
Yeah. Do the clap. Yeah.
And it was kind of catchy.
It was kind of catchy.
That's just hard. That's just hard.
It was hard.
Racism, you could dance.
Add
to.
bars.
Yes.
Yeah. Add some bars.
But we always have to ask the question. Anytime we deal with a dilemma like this, but it's 2018. I thought this was over with. I thought racism was over with.
Well,
here's my idea. I think we need to make our own fraternity. Okay, us and the Sunday morning breakfast crew, and the leader be Trini Man.
Yes.
Trini fi Trini.
You know what's funny about that?
Trini Man.
He won't allow Crystal to be part of.
she's Bayesian. She won't be included.
Trini Man fi.
She's not even honorary. Yeah. She won't even be honorary.
Oh my God.
Yo, I would love for us to make our own. Because I don't know necessarily. I don't think black fraternities, and I'm being 100% honest right here. I don't think they have time or give a shit enough to make up chants ranting about white people.
No.
They'll never be
Correct me if I'm wrong.
In my college alone, not only were there whites in the fraternities, there were Asians and everybody. Like
in the
everyone
black
was
fraternities.
correct.
Right.
And look, they know how to step too. Like it was,
Right. Right.
we were part of the fraternity, like
Right.
or sorority rather. So like, no. We're very inclusive people, believe it or not.
I would
As much
imagine.
as we're excluded from shit, we're very
Of course.
inclusive people.
Of course. I just never seen the video of, and like I said, I can be wrong. Please correct me if anybody's on the thread.
No, you'll never
knows-
catch Kappas.
Yeah.
You hate the white man. You'll never see anything of his nature. Like,
Maybe if it was JT's fraternity, maybe. I don't
yeah,
know.
well, yes,
Well,
yes.
Malcolm X Malcolm.
Yes.
Right. But you don't see that on the other side. Maybe I like I said, I can be wrong. I just think that they
watch
focus,
next week's show. Yes,
I know, right? But I think they just focus on other things like stepping, and they actually do community work.
Yes, community work. Yes.
You know what I mean?
They do a lot of that, actually.
But I just never understood the whole importance of being part of a fraternity or a sorority, and I might catch hell for that.
Yes, especially because all
I
my
can
college
answer-
friends were on the thread now. Yes.
No, I can answer it. I can answer it. So I was part.
Careful what you say.
No.
too,
I'm
bro.
not good. I was a part of running for two fraternities when I was in St. John's University, and my reasoning was because of the connections. Because obviously, really and truly, you have a lot of celebrities that are in there and involved,
Okay.
and they'll be able to connect with each other, so you can be able to get better jobs in the future. Some people,
So it's all about
unfortunately,
connections.
For some
Okay.
people just want to be inclusive, so people will have their back if something. were
Yeah,
to
it all
happen.
it all depends on the person.
Yeah.
A lot of people you're Urkel before the frat, and then you're Stephon after it.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So like, no, a lot of y'all never saw Ask Before Your Pledge, yo. Y'all can holler at me.
Man.
It is what it is.
Some
so
of them
like,
for that too.
Some do that for that reason, and some who actually have respect for the history and lineage of it and want to rock for it.
Okay.
And it for those reasons. So I mean, it all depends on the person.
But I
to be
would
honest with
imagine it's also a connection thing as well, like you had mentioned that you know, oh, this person is part of this fraternity.
The true reason,
right?
should be
The
for that.
CEO of this company
Correct.
is an alpha, and so
Correct.
you know, if he happens to see that I'm an alpha in my resume,
Yes.
then
and some are just a patriarchal thing, like you know,
Right.
your father, your mom's did
Exactly.
it, whatever.
that's
you
the
know.
Whitley Gilberts of the world. Yes, yes, right.
You got Shaq, you got Jordan, you had Wesley Snipes.
Plenty
all in
people.
there.
Right.
Shaq can't dunk without throwing
No.
hooking on his
Exactly.
shit. Yeah, like
right. And why didn't you didn't make it?
Of
No, I
course
didn't
not.
make it. No, I didn't make it.
Why didn't you make
That
it?
part we can't discuss on there. We'll talk offline.
Yo, some pitches popped up, but yeah, man.
Whoa. Is this you at a swinging party? What's going on there? All right, Sunday morning breakfast. When we come back, we will have we will talk to our man Trini Man.
Have the emotional interview,
the
touching interview, live with footage from the party of one of us.
Yes, acting a damn
misbehaving. I tell you,
One of us, yeah.
Yes.
Sunday morning
Thank you,
breakfast.
boys.
We'll be right back.
Hi, this is John Ondrasik of Five for Fighting, here for RAD, the entertainment industry's voice for road safety. You know, style is a personal thing, and your lifestyle is your business. But if you take it on the road, it becomes everybody's business. So please, plan ahead, designate before you celebrate. Friends, don't let friends drive drunk.
A public service announcement brought to you by RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
This is why you work so hard to pay the mortgage. Because home is more than four walls and a roof. It's that porch swing on a summer night. It's pajamas with feet and everybody over for Sunday dinner. And that old stuffed chair in the living room you just can't get rid of. This is why you work a second job. This is why you learn to fix things yourself, so you could save on repairs. Because home is your place, your memories, your family sleeping in their own beds at night. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. And now even more options are available. Call 888-995-HOPE today. That's 888-995-HOPE. Or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov.
Good night, Mama.
This is why. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story, adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Dog Show. Up next, we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch-snuggling, ball-chasing, face-licking, tail-wagging, backyard-hanging, and, of course, companionship.
And what breed would you say Satchmo is?
I'd have to go with maybe a lavish terrier-hound, chihuahua-looking kind of mix.
Tremendous dog.
I'd also like to point out Satchmo's coloring, a white, gray, brown, black brindle, simply marvelous.
You know, it's such a treat to watch a dog like this.
Now, let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive. And now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance, so common with this group.
And finally, the loving face lick.
It's great how he just gets in there and, well, licks.
Fantastic. But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers, people who can change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
All right, Sunday morning breakfast. Call us at 516-900-2278, and we have the pleasure of introducing our friend, our close friend.
Not our 101, yeah.
Number 5 out of my list.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 1 in everybody's hearts.
Yes.
Trini Man. Trini Man, give him a round of applause, man.
Well, actually, before Trini
cut it out.
Well, Trini Pup is higher.
Trini Pup is higher on the totem pole, so
please.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
So, Trini Man, how you doing, man? How's everything going?
Looking kind of.
I'm good.
Look kind of perturbed.
You look good.
You look well rested.
You look very well rested.
Like you ain't leave the house since Wednesday.
Like you seem like you didn't get to go out or anything or have a good time.
I've been hermit since this morning, huh?
Yeah, man. How you feeling?
How you good? You good?
I'm straight.
Oh, good, man. That's
We
great.
didn't ask for your sexual orientation. We asked how you good. You good?
Everything's right?
Yes.
All right. So obviously, first of all,
Bino.
let's get your reaction, because I don't know who the hell picked up the phone last week to answer for you, but I was trying to talk to you directly. So listen, tell me, how are you feeling about watching the show and us discussing you not being invited to Crystal's party on Friday?
Small things.
Small things.
Small things to a big man, yes?
Oh, okay. Fair
Small
enough.
things. This guy.
I mean,
not be able to look in the eye for a second there.
If it was so small, how come you sent your secretary to pick up the phone when we called? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah. Why you want to ask that? I have no comment to that. Just
You have no
straight.
no comment. All right, well, let's be fair here. All right, I want to be very clear when I say this. None of us had a good time without you there.
None of us.
We protested the whole time. Let me just. You know what? Maybe 2 of us in this room stood up for you, whereas somebody else was having a ball.
Don't look at me.
Oh, that's what it is.
Was having a ball without you.
Okay. It seemed like I had footage.
Dancing
too.
on a chandelier.
Now
it had footage too.
Trini Man.
Recognized.
Exhibit.
We got a few. You know what I mean?
We exhibit
now,
A.
Look at the voice.
No. Wait a minute.
His dreads are pulled back, so you can't recognize him.
Now,
like, watch.
Now I'm gonna pull this up for all the listeners. Okay.
Oh my God.
Now, Exhibit A. Trini Man.
Exactly correct.
Who is that
Exactly
on the? Who is that?
The voice.
This is the
No. That looks like Bino.
How's that look like
that
me?
looks like
Clearly
Bino
the
to
voice.
me.
Look like Bino.
But
get your eyes checked.
But
Go ahead.
let's hear the
listen to
audio.
Woo! We're having a Trini Mon good time, baby. Wow. Voice is ridiculous. No Trini Mon. No Trini Mon. No Trini Mon. Wow.
Right.
Oh, wow.
That looked like he real fighting for me, boy.
I know.
Real fighting.
I was very disappointed.
Okay, so all right, fine. That is me. But you hear me say
No, we know. It didn't have to.
Gold Trini Mon, not no Trini Mon. It may sound that way. Cheaper.
It sounds cheaper, right? Yeah.
Okay. You hear me saying gold Trini Mon?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Wow, unbelievable.
Yo, listen.
What kind of spot blowing?
Listen, Trini Mon. Me and
I
Voice
know.
were out here defending your honor.
Wow.
Right.
We were being wallflowers the whole time. I'm in my knee.
Wow.
On one knee, protesting the fact that Crystal didn't want to invite you.
So can you play that? Can you play that again, please? I'm clearly saying gold Trini Mon.
We know you're saying go Trini Mon. It sounds like you're having a Trini.
You know what I'm saying? He looked like he was having a very good time.
Woo! We're having a Trini Mon good time, baby.
I don't know who that last
person. No Trini Mon. No Trini Mon. No Trini Mon.
My voice is deep.
Is that Voice?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
That's not me.
Exhibit B.
I don't know who that was.
I don't know who that is.
Joe, it seems like there was only one person in this whole room
No.
that was defending your honor, my brother. Thank you.
I think I heard your voice. I didn't say
Greyhound or Peter Pan? That bus you're backing us up on. Wow. Wow.
Let's play that audio
Wow.
one more. Let's just look at the audio. Let's just listen close.
Woo!
That's
We're having
Bino.
a Trinity Mon free good time,
Bino
baby.
obviously going in. I don't know who that was.
Yeah, it's you. That's you.
That sounded like pretty, but I did see a lot of teeth in the background, so it looked like voice.
That ain't me.
It did look like voice a little bit. Yeah, I did see a little bit of teeth.
First of all, everybody knows.
You smile too, bro.
No. You can't even see my smile.
Yo,
Listen,
your smile
everybody
too, bro.
knows Preach's laugh. Preach has that trademark.
No.
I do not.
Preachy.
He has that trademark. It's a trademark.
I did hear you in the background.
But I
can't
was
even go that high.
No. Somebody else told me another joke.
Oh, that's what I was?
That had nothing to do with you.
The tickle monster came in the room and started attacking everyone.
I had nothing to do with that. I was laughing about
I
something
have
else.
no new friends out here, boy.
No, listen, man. I was out here defending
You're
your
not
honor.
101.
Cool out, Drake. Okay, please.
No, listen. I was quite disappointed in the fact that these two gentlemen over here, they were talking a big game, but unfortunately, they threw you under the bus, bro. And to be honest with you, I was the only one who walked in and said, I don't feel right being here. I'm not going to have a good time in here. You know what? It's not right. This is absolutely not right.
And that's all the footage you all have, right?
Huh? Sorry.
That's all the footage you all have.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Nah, I saw some other footage.
What other
Unfortunately,
what other footage you talking about?
I saw it on Facebook, so you
what?
know, I can't really.
You mean lie book? That's
Exactly.
lies on Facebook.
First of all, Mark Zuckerberg
Fake
is in
news,
court.
right?
Exactly.
He's in court right now because of that.
Mark Zuckerberg is trying to separate us.
Fake
and the rest of
news.
this country.
Fake news.
I appreciate it, Viv.
Fake news.
I appreciate you having
Now,
my back.
listen. Now,
Somebody had it.
Now,
you know?
forget the attack on us. But how pissed are you at Crystal? Because you can be honest now. She's not here.
She's not here. Okay.
You can actually speak up for yourself because you don't have. She's not gonna be able to interrupt you.
It'll be between you and me.
That's not a good thing, but
unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Unbelievable.
I'm not mad at her. You know what I mean?
She did what she had to do.
She do what she do, and you know.
Well, how did
things
you
happen.
feel when she said, and I quote, "That's y'all friend"?
Oh, well, you know.
Not even y'all. Carl.
Oh.
It was definitely tough to, especially since Trinity Pup was invited.
As I look away
Now,
from
Trinity
the
Pup had a
camera.
great time too, though.
Trinity
God.
You should have seen it when Carnival came
In
on.
the middle of the dance floor.
Yo,
In the middle.
That was crazy.
In the middle
She
of
had
the
a
dance
flag out.
What?
Yes.
Oh my
She
gosh,
did rep
yo.
Trini well, though. She
Yes.
did rep Trini well. She's such a cute pup.
In the middle
Is she adorable?
of the
Adorable.
dance floor.
Yo, y'all some snitches. Yo, Charles uploaded the video of you dancing.
What videos? Is
No.
I don't see.
Yo, the video your wife put up.
Oh.
Is that fake news?
I was not dancing.
Yo,
I was.
this fool Charles got the link, B.
Good luck, Charles.
Charles,
Yo.
listen.
Yo,
I
you
was
put
trying
the
to-
link up?
I was trying to defend your honor, Trini man. Don't believe the hype. It's fake news.
Oh.
Let me see if I can even find whatever he put up.
You really want to go and look for it too?
No, I want to be fair because you know what? You're not gonna call me out. And God damn it, Charles.
Yo, son. Yo, I'll never do a crime with none of y'all. Let's just be clear right now. son.
Go to hell. Watch some small.
This
Wonders
whole bank
and shit.
robbing we were going to do earlier, you guys are X'd out, bro. I'm good.
I
yo.
did. First of all, I did not have a good time.
Yo, Louis Mart says, damn, who needs enemies when you have friends like that?
Shout out to Charles.
Yo.
Good looking, Charles.
I can't find the video.
Oh,
so-
all of a sudden.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, I
Can't find it at all. Don't worry.
Don't worry, I'll probably check it out.
Meanwhile, the
for
video
myself.
of me's been played 4 or 5 times. Woo! No turning on.
So as we conclude this, all right. First of all, who are you most disappointed at?
I mean, it has to be voice.
I'm mostly disappointed at the people in the room right now. But
all of
you know,
us equally.
What?
Wow.
I do nothing.
You know.
Can I ask a question? What did you do that Friday night?
Oh, actually, when I came home from work, I just relaxed and I actually went to bed early. It was a long day. You know?
Yo,
Made
so
himself a
what
poem.
kind of music do you? What kind of music? I mean, the audience wants to know. What kind of music do you play on a lonely Friday night before you go to bed?
Hold on. Preach, you laughing real loud right
Preach,
now.
you good, say? I think that Tickle Monster's back, yo. Yo, the man can't relax on a Friday night and go to bed?
I'm imagining him in a bathtub and bubbles.
I know.
How sweet is taboo?
So people want to know, you know, people's asked me all week. Yo, son, yo.
Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it.
I know, man. Yo, that's it, man. I'm out of here, man. I'm not.
I'm just imagining him walking
Man,
in.
I'm sorry, yo.
Yo,
Okay?
he put Summer's Eve in. Take me away, man.
I didn't want to go anywhere.
Uh-oh. Crystal Styles she's on the scene right now. She's like, "What going on?"
Oh my God, Crystal!
Don't
worry about it,
that.
Crystal.
Yeah,
You didn't invite Trini, man.
Okay.
I'm sorry. All right, so please.
Oh, now
no,
she says
wants us to
someone
call her.
calls her.
Oh my God.
You don't work here long enough. You know the damn number. Call.
Oh my God.
516-900-2278. Call.
Oh my God. I don't mean to make fun of you, Trini, man. I'm just saying.
Nah. You didn't
the
just
way you
laugh in his
described
face.
it,
Yes.
like a hard day of
I know,
work.
right?
Got a
Very
comment.
true. Very true, Erica.
So
Very
Erica
true.
says y'all visitation rights to Trini Pup or
Yo,
cancel.
he lit
Not
candles.
cancel.
Yo.
It's just done.
Oh man.
They have
It's
no.
not cancel. It's
How can you keep us
canceled.
away from our beloved puppy? I mean, this is ridiculous.
Oh.
He had nothing to do with it.
Yo,
I fought for you, Trini Mon.
yo, you're very right. I fought to not have Trini Popsiole again.
Wow.
Yeah, we are. So we have a call.
I didn't even have fight. It just ended.
All right, who's on the line right now? Hello.
Yo.
What's going on? Who is this?
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, Crystal. Hey, Crystal. Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday before you start your foolishness.
Yes.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Thank you. So I'm at work, so I'm in and out of a conversation because I'm trying to listen. And Trini Mon, I think you're throwing some shade at me a little bit.
Madam, I ain't say a word to
From
you yet.
what I can hear, what I can gather, I feel like there's a little bit of shade being thrown in my seat, and I don't think I quite like it because everybody that's sitting around that table with you had a very good time at the party, and I don't think they used you too much.
Crystal.
Especially the one with the dreads.
What?
Oh.
What are you talking about? Hey, what are you talking about?
Wait.
Wow.
But when did I throw shit? I just said small thing happened, you know?
No.
And I just left it alone.
I think she's talking about the rest of us. I don't even think she's talking about you right now.
But she said Trini Man and it feel like
specifically
she's
this
shit,
one.
but I ain't throw
To be
nothing.
fair, I was by the garbage in the
So
wall.
can I just ask, is this like a real beef between Trini and Amanda Crystal? Because I don't listen.
It's a beef
man.
between Trinidad and
I mean,
Barbados.
Trini Man, I love you. I was just saying, like, I could not hold any more space. So I just want to make
No,
sure.
that's not what you said.
To be fair, to be totally fair.
Let me not
It
go
was
there.
Sweatbox
Let me not
18 in there.
It was a crowd.
Those dance moves you be doing, there was no space for us. I'm telling you right now.
You could not do the Running Man.
What?
It was a basement party. Like it was.
It
one of
was
those,
a Brooklyn bashment party in Harlem. That's a fact.
Yes, absolutely. And I don't know if
It
you were.
was.
Yeah, It was. We were just in the corner. Like there was
Like some punished kids.
Yeah,
Literally in the corner, bro.
right,
No kind of turning around, no nothing.
we were whining
From the
with
footage
wall.
I just saw, you looked like you was tied down. Yeah.
Trini Mon, man, don't let
Yeah.
your eyes deceive you, B. They
Right,
rocked
right,
up footage
right.
all the
All
time,
right.
B.
So Crystal, man, would you like to just extend the olive branch to Trini, man, to kind of dead this beef? So we can move on. Because you did say last week. Let me stop you. You did say last week. That's Carl's friend.
That's correct. That don't mean I don't like Trini Man. I just know who my friends are.
Oh.
Trini Man, I don't know beef.
Yo, how is your shade mumbled? What did she say?
We are Western Air people. We're cool. I had to set the record straight for a second.
She said just because that
But I
she's
still love
Voice's
you,
friend
Trini
doesn't mean that she has beef with him.
Yo, so Miss Stout, let me ask you a question real quick then. Miss Stout,
What's
what
up?
could he do
Yes.
to make, he's at 101 right now, what could he do to make 100 for next year's extravaganza?
You know what?
It doesn't seem like I'll be making it to the.
You don't even got to worry about it. He has to do nothing.
You have to
No,
do
no, no.
nothing.
He's automatically
He
what?
has to do nothing.
He's automatically there for
He's
next year.
automatically 100.
He's
automatically
automatically
100. You made the
You
cut.
moved up one.
He
So
might
wait,
have
like,
to smile
who just got replaced
next
then?
year.
Yeah, he made the cut.
Who got replaced?
You know what?
He
Can we
replace
interview that
somebody.
person who
Don't
got
worry about
replaced
it.
last year?
That was Haiti, man.
You know what? Lewis has a great comment. He says, I think SMB needs to throw Trini Mon a birthday party. Trini Mon, when is Trini Day? I mean, your birthday.
What is your
Nah,
birthday?
don't worry about all that.
No.
No.
Trini Mon,
I'll tell you.
I'm
All right,
a
Crystal,
petty
I'll let
dude.
you go.
I will
wait a
call
minute.
you every day of the
Let
year.
me relish this. I'm about to hang up on Crystal.
Oh, enjoy it.
Oh, that was
On her birthday at that.
Oh, we already wished her a happy birthday.
Nice. Trini Mon, I will call you every day of the year and wish you a happy birthday. So
Yo,
you might as
do
well
ya-
just tell
hey,
me what
Mr.
day
Man,
it
you
is.
can do what you have to do, you know. Everybody does have a
okay.
choice in their life, you know.
All right, as long
You
as
heard
we're
it,
all
right?
good. Yeah. We'll find out, man. No, I think your birthday just passed, didn't it?
No, it did not.
Oh, so when is it?
Like we can't go on Facebook.
I know, right?
Exactly.
That is true.
Then you
No,
hurry up
actually-
and delete it, man.
No, I already deleted it, so it's all good. We don't need to know all that anymore. You know.
All right, so you know what?
one of those
Every
days.
time you hear it's your
Fake
birthday,
news.
so
Yes.
you know what? We're gonna celebrate you, Trini, man.
Every day.
All right.
Yo.
Actually, there's one question from Musclehead.
What is that?
There was no room for Trini Man for Pond the River?
None.
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 Absolutely not.
None.
It was a packed basement. Like,
Bro.
let's be real.
What?
It was a packed basement.
No Falanson. No.
Everyone got sexually harassed. Every ass got touched. Everyone.
that
You
was-
trying to move? It was
I
ridiculous.
can't front.
yo.
Sweet Mama was about to knock somebody out, boy. She had to bend over and get some juice, and Sweet Mama was not having it. Boy.
Oh, yeah?
I'm telling you, she was not having it, boy.
We keeping secrets? I didn't know about this.
Oh, I saw it. I peeped it. She went like this.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Sweet Mama tried to take a video, right, of Crystal dancing and everything. Some woman just decided to go right in front of her, try to get some juice. She bends over, ass out, almost touching Sweet Mama.
Oh.
Sweet Mama had no room to go back, so she went like,
Wait, girl on girl?
Put her ass on my sweet
yeah,
stuff?
yes, she did.
What?
Sweet Mama was about to turn up.
Unbelievable. We'll discuss this
Carol?
later.
Yeah, definitely.
Carol, you're wrong.
Carol says September
And-
13.
Wow. Carol.
Oh.
She says sometime in September.
She don't know when it is.
She doesn't. That's not the date.
Oh.
I ain't even getting
Carol, what kind of friend? Did he make the cut too, or he's 101 for your party? How you don't know his birthday?
I think anyway. Let me even.
All right, so let's get to the stories. All right, here's a couple
Back to
stories
the
before we.
stories.
So I mean, Trinity man, we're all good. You're
You good? You all right?
You had a good time relaxing on Friday.
I was always good.
You had
Summer's
some,
Eve
like,
took you
coffee
away.
and
You're all
that,
set.
yeah. You're good.
Yeah, that early sleep he took, he said it would definitely.
Oh,
smooth
okay,
things out
okay.
for
So
him,
you good.
yeah.
You're good money.
What was
All
it,
right,
like 6
great.
o'clock?
Thanks
How
you.
early?
Thank
All right,
you,
never
boys.
mind.
All right, so this story that you want to read, you want to read it?
Oh, yeah. Let me
So
get
there
to
was
it,
a situation where a guy went on a date, right? And so on this date, I guess they were having a good time, and then the girl at the end of the date says, "Oh, would you mind doing something for me?" And he was put into a dilemma. Please tell the story, sir.
Okay, so we asked you, our audience here, what would you do or
Okay.
not do for that matter?
What would you do?
So the guy's name is Eric Haynes. He says, "Dear group, I recently went out on a date with a nice woman. We had dinner, drinks, and a great conversation.
Okay.
As the waiter brought our bill, my date asked me, could I buy 2 takeout dinners for her kids? I said no, because I don't even know her kids. She had an attitude for the rest of the night, so I cut the date short. Question, was I wrong for not buying her kids I've never met dinner?
That is a very
And
good
was
question.
she asking for too much too soon?
That is a very
Discuss.
damn good question. Now, he does bring up a good point. You never met the kids, but you're going to buy dinner for 2 kids, mind you. You're going to buy 2 extra dinners for some kids you never met, and she has the nerve to have an attitude? He was not wrong whatsoever. Not at all.
Y'all know me, my cheap ass.
Yeah, you lucky if you buy something for her. And that's
Exactly.
your date.
She lucky she got a Happy Meal.
Who paying for your meal, let alone the kids?
Look, he got a McDonald's meal from the dollar menu.
Now, is there a way he could have? Now, let me ask this question though. Let's say you really like this girl. Let's say this girl is top notch. She's bad.
Damn that, she got to earn it.
Jesus Christ!
Yes.
Whoa, whoa!
You on a tight ship over there,
This
huh?
could be 2 over here. Relax, all right? You're a very tight ship. So, you can compromise and say, I'm not gonna get them takeout, but we could stop by a McDonald's while I drop you off and get them a cheaper meal or whatever.
Whoa.
It depends on how bad she is. To be honest with you.
First of
She's-
all, what kind of mother you left your kids alone?
Thank you.
To go out on a date
First thing I would
without
ask.
them being fed.
You don't know if
That's
they had a
first and foremost.
babysitter. They could have had a babysitter.
If she can't afford a meal, what makes you think she can afford a babysitter?
Thank you, voice.
Wow. Wow.
Some legit questions here. Seriously.
That's some extra scam shit, though.
Like-
the simple fact that you said to the guy, before you pay that bill, you mind if I get
2 of my kids.
Yes.
Yeah, that make no sense.
Ain't no mention in how fat these kids are, like how much they want to eat. Like, this is ridiculous. Like,
That's foul.
seriously, think about it. No, what's foul is you asking me to pay for your kids.
No, that's what I'm saying is foul. That's
Thank
what I'm
you.
saying is
Oh,
foul.
okay.
That's what I'm saying is foul.
Are we serious here?
I've heard of
Mom, beat it. Yo, get out of
She
here.
kinda,
Like,
she kinda wild out with that one.
yo, so Thomas from Virginia says, asking for too much, he made the right call.
That's entitlement. Because she felt like she had
But
she had the
what
right,
utmost, bro?
she had the right to ask somebody who's taking you out on a date to meet you and get to know you, not your kids, to get to know you
On the first date
on a first date at that.
But what make you feel
The entitlement.
I just want to know, as you know, I guess from the woman and them standpoint, because you feel comfortable enough with the fella on the first date, you
Like
feel
listening to Jesus.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. No,
No, seriously. just pray. We're just here.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Talk.
Go
Please,
ahead.
just-
Go ahead.
just
Go ahead.
zip it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Trinity Mom.
Mhm.
Ah,
I just want to
knowledge.
know why
Yes,
or
please.
what made you feel much more comfortable enough to ask that question. Yo, cut it out, Bino.
Wow.
Freaking guy, man.
Well,
I think she felt entitled. She thinks
course.
she thinks she can. I mean, look. But like I said, if the chick is bad and you
Yes.
happen to have it's a good time,
Yeah,
we'll have to take
exactly.
that L. We all take L's.
Thank you.
Let's be honest with ourselves. We all take L's.
Good off that.
So actually, Maya B says something real interesting. Unless it was a date at a White Castle. Listen, I would not treat
That's what
anybody to White Castle because I'll be either in jail or sued for murdering those kids with those murder bitches. Okay, I wouldn't even do that to myself.
Right.
I have a conscience at least. I'll just cheat.
You know, and here's another story. Here's is this harsh or fair?
Before you do,
Okay,
let me read some of these comments, yo.
Yo, the comments.
Yo, so
hilarious.
Musclehead says, I think she went out on a date just to get takeout for her kids. Erica says, don't ask her out again. Who leaves kids hungry and goes out on a date? She's
Very
full.
true.
Are they
Very
waiting
true.
in the door for their meal?
Very true.
Yeah. Maya B says a dessert, would have been cool. A whole meal, no. Ed asks in return for what?
That's what I'm saying. Like if
Antoine
here's the
Fisher,
thing. If you do that, is he wrong for asking for some afterwards?
Yeah,
Bitch, I just bought you. I
Yo,
bought you.
no,
Antoine,
Antoine Fisher.
yeah, let me read Antoine's comment.
That's funny.
Antoine says, I wouldn't even get mad. Keep that same energy when I asked to smash on the first
That's
date."
what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. He has every. Now, ladies, you cannot get mad if you're asking for extra meals for your kids. You can't get mad at a man for asking for some afterwards. You can't.
Wow.
Because you know how some of you say, "Oh, yeah, I'll never
Madness.
give it away on the first date," and he's offensive if he does ask for it on the first date. Well, I'm sorry. You asking for 2 extra meals for your kids that you left home hungry?
But in her mind, you already know. So wait a minute. You feeding my kids means I have to give her the goods. That's how she's
Yes!
gonna take it.
You want to
Again,
take it like that? You should not
When
have
you're
it.
when you're entitled, you're not thinking about giving. You're just thinking about taking. And clearly, she's entitled. So she's not gonna think about it. You say she can't be mad about it. She's gonna be damn right pissed about it.
You're right. So,
Being entitled means I get, and that's that.
Right. And I deserve to get whatever I ask for.
Correct.
Here's another story that has
Not
to
a
do with
McDonald's gift.
another date, though. Now, was this just as harsh or fair? A woman was furious because she went on a date with a guy. It didn't go so well. I guess he had propositioned her. She said no. He had then sent an invoice for $40 to her afterwards. Let me see if I can get the. Let me get the girl. The girl is Amanda Burnett. She's 23. Went on a dinner date with a guy to a restaurant called The Tap in Indianapolis. After the date, she realized she wasn't interested in continuing the relationship, so she decided to stop answering his texts. A few weeks after the date, the unnamed man sent Amanda an invoice detailing everything she had to eat and drink that night, asking her to pay for it. She posted the invoice to Twitter, and people were completely split over the situation, with some people saying he's wrong and others saying he's right. I think you might start seeing a trend.
Well,
was the man wrong for that?
Wait, so
Yo, everybody.
wait. So he never got to hear from the girl again.
He never got to, never got.
So he sent her an invoice.
She just wasn't interested in him. That's it.
And he sent her an invoice?
She said, and he sent her an invoice.
You asking me if I would send an invoice?
I know you would.
I wouldn't send an invoice.
Y'all asking me if I would send an invoice?
You would send a Cash App request. We know that, bro. Like, we know that.
Yo, what I like about, forget the invoice, I like the list of everything she is.
Yeah, if you
that is hilarious.
If you see it, it says.
So of course, this already, just reading the 3 comments already is just already
okay.
As you would guess.
Right.
Maya B, of course, a female, says
Right.
he's out his damn mind. Golpe, a male, says applaud that man. Had collections on her for a crappy date. Haha. Corinne says what an effing loser.
Why is he a loser?
Yeah. I figured it'd be that way.
Now, to be fair, before you go on a date, you know that you're going to be spending money on the date as a man, knowing this is a risk. You don't know.
Exactly.
It's an investment. All
It's
right.
an investment. So what is he
on your
seeing?
penis's future? Like this is an investment.
You're protecting
And with
your
investments,
investment.
You're protecting.
Yes, you're
Did
protecting
you say
your
you're
investment.
protecting?
Your investment.
Some
Okay,
maybe
no
there's
problem.
wins. Maybe you have your penis finds that one vagina for a good, you know what I mean, couple months. And investing in that's what you're doing. And sometimes when you go out on dates, you take L's.
But what was the whole scene in like Saturday Night? Because she didn't call you back or whatever.
I think
Yo,
this man,
fire bunny girl.
this man might change the game. To be quite honest with you,
It's a little sour grapist though.
Yo, but you
I mean,
understand? I just feel like, yo, that just make no sense. Like, you just go and just, like, show.
I'm no one's
I ain't
feminist
gonna
here
call-
by any means,
Yeah,
but like
exactly,
he's a little,
exactly.
it's OD. Like,
I ain't
especially
gonna-
his one date.
Exactly.
Come on, bro.
I ain't
It's
gonna
one date.
call-
Yo,
I ain't gonna-
It's the last 40
Nobody
bucks you
your
have for the.
business.
But
Listen,
here's
you have
the
a
crazy-
budget.
Then you don't date. If it's your last $40, eat.
Yo, you sound like one of them fellas who just sit down at home.
no. Well, you
just play
can't.
with
You
this stuff
can't
and
ask
they
a
get
guy.
one-
You can't ask a guy.
The price
okay?
of money was what?
Well, first off, let's check the listing. Okay, so At this restaurant, I guess she drank a Moscow Mule. She had a beer.
Expensive.
She had. Come on, fam.
Expensive.
It was only just. It was one beer and one Moscow Mule. Okay, and then hold on. Here's where I think this is where he gets petty. She also had a smoked hickory barbecue pulled pork taco, which sounds delicious.
That's expensive. Expensive.
Where's this place?
This place sounds
Expensive.
amazing. Here's where it kind of messes him up. Tag. He added a processing fee of $199.
Applaud that man.
He added sales tax 7%. He added shipping and handling.
And what is he? The state of New York? What is this? Like,
yo, this is crazy,
bro. Nah, he's doing
applaud that man for creativity, man.
So altogether, her bill, the invoice was for $39.52.
Round off to 40. Just stick to.
It's $40.
Take the 48
Stop
cents, man.
it already.
No,
seriously.
Listen, the price of time. The price of time is expensive, bro.
You don't want to make that
time
risk.
is money.
You don't want to make that risk. Stay home on a Friday night. Okay.
Oh no, he made a calculated risk.
Run a nice
to make
bubble
sure, no
bath,
matter what.
okay.
That's what we're doing right now.
There's a thing called listen. There's a thing called P&L, profit and loss.
No. Hold on.
You want to make sure, no matter what, he got his money.
No, but hold on.
No,
to that
but
thought,
see,
though.
you just said profit and
Wait,
loss,
wait,
which
preach,
means you
preach,
understand
preach.
you can take a loss.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. All right.
You could break even.
That's what we're doing now, Bino.
This is what you want to go back to?
Yeah.
We're having a conversation.
No,
Anyway,
no.
back
We're
to-
going to be having
back
a
to you,
conversation.
What
but
you said it yourself. You had on Friday night. You had a
That's what I'm
relaxing
saying.
day
That's
and
what you should do.
No,
If
I
you
just
make-
you
no.
made yourself a
But,
bubble bath.
but I didn't go into detail why I do and all this thing. I just give you.
Yes, you did. You said you ran a bubble bath and you fell asleep.
No. I never see all that.
That's what I heard.
No, where you hear that from?
You,
come
man.
with your fireball fake news thing here. And, you know.
You burnt candles, played Alanis Morissette.
Anyway, let's get back to this story. Though.
Isn't it ironic? I love this song.
I'm not invited, man, to the party, man. Yo, well, anyway, let's just get back to what we were talking about, man.
All right, so are we split on this? All right, first of all, let's go back to the first case. Okay.
So Corinne asked a question.
Good question,
Should
too.
women
Good question.
start suing for bad penis?
Oh, man.
I agree to that. Yes.
What?
Yes.
So, well, there's no dollar
You pay
amount.
for the
Yeah, you don't pay.
It's not a paying.
If you're
Price
paying,
of time.
if you're
It's expensive.
If
He
you're
didn't
paying,
sue he didn't sue for the time. He sued for whatever he paid for.
So the man come in like less.
He's
than
still wrong though.
30 seconds.
She wasted the time to trip, take
That is-
gas,
that is
or
like-
take the bus over
how
there.
what?
Well, baby,
The
hold
women-
on.
the women
See, bad
wasted
pe-
time.
But that's like
Yeah.
wait, hold on, man. Like it's it's tough out here sometimes, man. Like,
Yes.
yo,
Damn
Yeah,
that.
I
Even
can't-
if y'all
I can't-
know that,
I can't
you
without
should have
Okay,
had
so
a
should-
disclaimer.
should we
Just
charge
in
for
case.
bad? Should we charge for bad vagina then?
Yes.
Yo, y'all making
We're
it
getting
hard on
petty.
the yard.
Yeah,
Yo.
yeah.
You understand?
Shit, nobody date if you gotta do all this. Yo, like y'all making it hard on the yard. Like it's crazy.
never gonna get nowhere no more.
All right, so in the first situation, okay, back to that. Okay, first of all, I think she was out of line to ask for even extra stuff for the kids. Feed your damn kids. They're your kids. It's
Yes.
not his kids. Why should he be putting money into kids
Trying
that
to
you
find
don't?
a daddy.
You know what I'm saying? Now I get it. Like, or maybe they're having a great time. Maybe she sees him as like
a father figure.
a father, not necessarily a father figure, but somebody that's like, I would love to have this guy around my kid, just because they're having a great vibe.
Yeah, but
you
let
like
me
what
get
you're
the
hearing.
second date or some the second or third or fourth or fifth.
What if she
before
made
that.
an honest mistake and said, you know, maybe she had told the kids, I'm going to bring you guys food, and she thought she was going to pay for it. But you know what? They're having such a good time and chemistry is great that, you know, he's kind of showing off a little bit. He said, hey, you mind buying the food for my kids?
Nah, it's too much. It's too much. She's wrong, and the dude in the second story who sent that invoice
Was
out,
right.
Yes, he's dead wrong.
No, he was right.
He's
What?
dead wrong.
I
yo.
think he's wrong, but I think he might make. I think he's a trendsetter right now because I think what is going to happen.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of men.
I don't-
might
I
start-
don't-
He's someone pioneer right
I'm
now.
You know what I'm
telling you
saying?
right now.
Listen, I was
he's dead
inspired.
wrong,
This is the
I was-
Jackie Robinson of dates
I
right
was
now.
inspired.
And
I
you
knew
really
a new
was?
way to be cheap.
Maya B says never date Beyond and Crystal's friend. Maya B, I got nothing to do with that. That's some crazy shit. Like even I'm like, yo, come on, now you're going too far. Like that's ridiculous.
Right.
But again, that woman who paid for my meal for my kid, she's also very ridiculous. Like it's way too much entitlement going on.
The whole idea that you listen,
I learned a lot.
you go on a date not knowing that's why you go on dates.
Yes.
Not knowing whether it's going to go well or it's going to go bad, but it's for the adventure of it.
Yeah.
When you start putting,
But to me, that's a generosity thing. You don't have to ask for generosity. It just happens. So if the fool wanted to pay for the kid's meal,
Right.
let him.
Right.
Yeah. Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Thank you.
right.
Damn, I didn't believe that BS. No, but seriously. If you want the bullshit meter got me.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You're allergic to that.
I know, right? Nah, but seriously, like for real, if you wanted to pay for it, He'd pay for it.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta ask. Like that's ridiculous.
Now let me pose this question: being that men are always told to, they're supposed to be the people paying for the date or whatever. Let's say the woman paid, and then vice versa. Let's say the woman sent the guy an invoice. Would she be just as wrong?
Yes, it's wrong. Like
I think some women might actually support her a whole lot more than men would support this guy.
But that's the problem. But that's why we don't progress as far as dating, because everything's just based on whatever gender I'm in. That's what I'm going to agree with.
Right.
That's BS. Like if you agree with what's right and what's wrong, then it doesn't change due to gender. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's the problem. So we're going to continue having these battle of the sexes because everyone's just aligning to whatever sex they belong to.
Right.
Is what it is.
All I know is I've learned a lot today.
With your cheap ass.
You would have, first of all, the fact that the printing out of this paper, by the time this, like, you should be looking at yourself like, yo, should I really be sending this out?
That's in first class.
But then now you can also see why it didn't work, because she probably saw something in him that she wasn't surprised by this.
You that cheap, stay your ass home. Period. Yeah. It's not that serious.
But I don't know if we're gonna start invoicing for bad penis and bad vagina. That sounds like
a good idea, man. I run a business for that. I got the application ready.
Yeah, there's something I won't know about you, know.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Get the application ready, man. That make me money.
I think this guy's gonna. I think a lot more people are gonna start doing
see
this.
that light bulb?
Yeah, light bulb.
I told you.
I've learned a lot
on top of his head.
I learned a lot today, man.
Yo, so let's say you get back in the scene and you start dating. You would have the gall to do that.
I'd probably be ballsy enough to do some bull crap like that. Yeah.
Because she wouldn't answer your texts?
I mean, pettiness would definitely get the best of me, yeah.
Join Petty Inc.
No matter what, I'll ensure I get my money.
Joey's not about it.
Or I can have him sign a contractual agreement.
Haters Inc.
Have a disclaimer beforehand, and we can agree to this, and then that's it.
You signing an agreement before you even have the date?
You think you John Cena?
Or Dave Chappelle?
Fool, you work for T-Mobile. You want no ones?
And I've learned from T-Mobile.
And what you're alluding to with the Joe John Cena stuff is, so I got he and Bella have broken up.
Yes.
But before that, well, I guess when they first started dating, he had made
like 100 rules.
He had made her sign a 75-page document. I guess with all the stipulations on how he lives, at what he expects, and once they do break up, it should be you need to get out the house.
Yes.
Wait, they break up?
And she's out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are you okay?
No, I didn't know. I was like, because I was like, yo, did he just like
it's how I felt
propose
about
to
Bruno
she?
Sammartino.
He proposed to her.
I was like, yo, and it was like some kind of big thing.
Yeah, he proposed to her last year at WrestleMania. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now
it's over, man.
Mrs. Preach actually puts another point. Prenups for dates now.
Yo, again, out of hand with all these.
We're gonna talk about business.
No, it's gonna be more paperwork for dating.
We're talking business. We're gonna talk
She
business.
got the nerve. Prenup.
Mrs. Preach, we're gonna talk business.
I said before we got married, I went pro, and she almost smacked the shit out of me.
Not to mention your first date was at Lobster World.
Ellie, what?
I can't.
Holy
man,
crap.
she got the. How many invoices I could send right now?
What?
God damn.
We're gonna talk business, Miss Preach.
Man.
Yo, that day we come in the studio and her face is
It's all over the studio. It's no longer Cast Sound Lab.
That's right. It's
not-
Corinne Lab now.
Corinne Lab.
Oh, Sweet Mama said something else. Voice, if she was fine as hell, you wouldn't voice her. I probably
That's what I'm
would.
saying, though. Yeah, like if I
Because
think what happened
I'll
with
have
him
her
was
stay.
he really liked her, and the fact that she didn't like him, I think that really ate at him, and so he kind of
That's what
full
I'm saying.
petty and said, "I'm sending this bitch."
I'll be
an
full
invoice."
petty too.
His ego
Yeah,
was
his
hurt.
ego.
I
It's
had the
definitely
same
ego
thing
shot.
with the young lady in the first story when he told her, "No, I'm not paying for your kids' meal. Get out of here." She
No,
put an attitude throughout the whole thing.
I don't
His
think
ego
that was
bruised.
ego. I think it was just a clear shot of her entitlement, not necessarily ego,
Yes,
because
it is ego.
because they both got along. They were both.
It's ego.
They both liked each
It is
other.
ego. I'm gonna tell you why. Because she felt he liked her enough for her to do that sucker shit.
Yes.
It's ego.
Yeah.
I guess somebody might have do it.
Yeah, no, there are plenty of lames out there that would have done it. Steve Harvey would have been.
Oh,
This is me acting like a man while I think I'm like a woman. I'll pay for your whole family meal, no problem.
But it's fair to say, if she was
Chapter
fine as hell,
10,
if she
how
was
you
fine
really
as
should
hell,
handle
Fucking
dates.
clown.
if she was fine as hell and then she played you wouldn't be petty enough to invoice her?
Yo, fire.
You gotta take losses. You have to take
Damn
losses.
that.
Take
The fact that she
Yo.
had an opportunity with a fine girl she played.
That is
with,
like going
it
to a
made me
party.
just as mad and probably
You don't
do it
get
even worse.
401k with dates, bro.
Yeah, that's like going-
it just doesn't work that way. Like it doesn't work. Like a date isn't stock options. Like this is how it is. You go before a date. You take the chance. If you get to like each other, great. If not, we move on. I pay for the meal, which I also feel like maybe there should be some type of like, yo, this date is not going as well. Let's just split the bill. Let's go our separate ways.
Fair enough.
I think that's fair. I think you know when a date is bad.
I mean,
and by the end of the dinner, you know, all right, listen, let's just split the bill and get the hell up out of here.
Personally, if you invite somebody out, you should be able to take care of the whole thing. If you invite somebody out. Period. That's how I feel about it.
I think it's different if it's a Tinder situation because you both show interest in one another. So obviously, if you both show
whoever
interest,
makes that move to say, yo, we should go out, you should take care of the bill, regardless of what. My personal opinion. Now, am I buying for the whole Brady bunch? Absolutely. Get the hell out of my face.
It is what it is. And also, let's get to before we take a break, let's get to this story. So, Candace Parker, who played basketball, I don't know if she's still in the WNBA. Nobody watches, so nobody would be able to tell me. So she was married to I forget what was his name. He played for Duke. So they were married for something with Sheldon Williams. I believe. Boom. And so she has been ordered to pay $400,000 in alimony to him. Now she played in the WNBA. I don't know how much they make. I would imagine though he didn't make. I think he did play in the NBA for a couple years, but didn't have much of a career. I think he ended up playing overseas, so on and so forth. But I guess the tables have turned where she's going to have to pay him alimony for the divorce. A lot of people are upset about that because it's like, well, you know what? They came up together. Their basketball careers should be.
See, the thing is, in certain states though, it goes by the person that makes the most income.
That's all I say. Isn't something to do.
So
she
makes
more money.
more income, then she has to pay the alimony. She'll lose that. I have a family member that had to go through the same thing.
Do you feel like, as a guy though, I wouldn't have any shame in it, but like a woman having to cut me a check?
Equality.
Equality. Would you have any reservations about accepting that money? Like, nah, it's cool, or I know you would take it.
Holding me down. Of course, you damn right I will.
You taking that money ASAP.
I'm taking that money ASAP.
I just don't hear the same uproar.
Come on.
No, you're not gonna. We're not gonna hit uproar as far as when a woman does it. But the whole thing is, I think that whole system is so flawed. It's ridiculous. I refer to it as another form of welfare.
Yes.
It just is. Like, there's no relationship where if the relationship's over, I need to live off that person. Like, it just is what it is. Kids are being taken care of. We're talking about child support. That's a completely different thing. But
right.
Like me and another, we're no longer together, so I still need to live off your money.
Even the whole
That's
child support
complete
system
BS.
is kind of is
But that's a
flawed as well.
completely different argument. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, you know how to go through that preach. So.
But yeah, like that's a completely different argument. But like the whole alimony and all that is ridiculous because we're at a point now in society where everyone works.
Right.
This isn't like the old days where someone stayed at home.
Right.
For the most part, everyone works. For the most part, definitely more than when these rules came into effect.
Of course,
some of these women who's even housewives, like even when they getting money from just when they was with the person, them already put aside some of that already to survive.
Like the whole notion of I'm used to a certain lifestyle is complete bullshit.
Yeah.
You don't get used to anything. Like if you don't pay your
some
bills,
of them do,
no, but hear me out. If you don't pay your bills, right? Whoever you owe money to isn't like, okay, this person's used to a certain lifestyle. Like the landlord's not like, oh, you're used to living here, so I'm not gonna throw you out on your ass.
Right.
Wow.
Like you understand what I'm saying?
But
Like
it's also
crazy.
your responsibility as the person who's paying for whatever bills to budget themselves and realize, like, look, I can afford this and I can afford that. You're probably talking about a situation where, let's say, the husband is making $120,000, okay, and the wife is only making, let's say, 30 or 20, whatever, what have you. Now, let's say they separate. She can't live off of $20,000 off of what they've built together. Let's say he got the job when they got married, okay? To be fair, she can't go just being a single mother, and he can't continue to live his $120,000 life without some type of support.
Well,
I got the numbers actually.
Go ahead.
Sheldon made more, so he made $992, and she made $878. So how the hell did he pull that?
Because a few years he probably didn't make anything.
I got a number here where Antoine says he made $17 million for his whole career.
Yeah.
Because he was in the NBA
he's just
for
that damn good.
He was just tall.
No, I'm talking about his alimony.
Oh well, he
was
got
that
a great
damn
lawyer.
Good. He got it.
He got a great lawyer.
People for what?
But
If
I
you
don't know.
made millions. Why do you need alimony?
No, because there's not. I don't think it's based on what you previously made. Is what you're making now. So
Yeah,
let's
'cause they
say
check
you
the
could
history of the year
you could have
before.
made 17 millions in the first 3 years of your career. But let's say now you have no money. You can't play overseas. Let's say you're only making $20,000, and now she's the breadwinner. She's on ESPN as a commentator now.
But unless you're MC freaking Hammer, like you
Right.
should be good off that the rest of your life. 17 million.
But you see, some of them fellas and them don't already put the money to wise use.
But that's no one else's problem but yours.
No, I get that. But so
But she was also married to him while he had that 17 million, so she was
was
probably
getting
part
that-
of that
yeah, she
spending
probably
spree
get
as
that
well. Let's be
piece of that
fair.
money.
All right, Sunday morning breakfast. Call us up. Actually, don't call us up. 516-900-2278. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have our sit-down segment of the week. What time is it? It's already 11. Jesus Christ, this show's gone by fast. Streety Man, you good? You gonna stick around?
Yeah, I good, man. Yeah, man.
This guy, man, I love him.
So mellow, yeah.
All right, we'll be right back.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers, people who can change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Unexpected reactions to smart financial decisions brought to you by feedthepig.org.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
So you're giving up? Just like that?
Giving up on what?
On getting an inheritance from a distant relative.
Don't you think if there were a billionaire in the family, we'd know about it by now?
Listen to me. We are one phone call away from riding horses on our own private polo grounds. One call from christening yachts, having a butler, using summer as a verb.
How do you figure?
Look, everyone's got a rich uncle somewhere. It's statistics. So the best thing you can do is just prepare for the inevitable.
Right, which is why I thought maybe it would be smart to take control of my finances. You know, start using a budget, get out of debt, set some retirement goals.
Budgets? Debt? You watch your mouth. Retirement shouldn't be a goal for us. It should be a way of life.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
It's 6:42 p.m. Time for Steve Plotto and his son Dylan to do the dishes. They talk about everything from the yuckiness of girls to the awesomeness of his soccer team. Sometimes they don't talk at all. Then, the dreaded splash fight. It's Dad O'Clock, and it's the best time of the day. Because the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Today, my new dad threw a barbecue.
Today, my new son and I threw a barbecue.
There were burgers and chicken.
I burnt everything. The burgers, the chicken, the salad.
They were delicious.
They were awful.
And then we had watermelon.
I'm allergic to watermelon.
And then we played catch.
I broke Mr. Lewis's window, Mrs. Wakeham's window, Mrs. Wakeham's windshield, and then somehow my hand. My hand!
And then my dad even let me drive his car.
The hospital's on the right! It was a rough day.
It was a great day.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Adopt U.S. Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes?
How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B, console her.
Oh, sweetie, this is going to happen a lot. 4, maybe 5 more times before you get married.
C, take charge.
Got to get this all straightened out. Give a little talking to, man to man, mano a mano. Hey, Steve. Is now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D, help her find a new boyfriend.
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice, single boys. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Why don't you sit down and shut up? What? Why don't I sit down and what? I said, why don't you sit down and shut up? Sit down and shut up. Sit down and shut up.
Sit down and shut up.
Sit down and shut up.
Sit down and shut up.
Sit down and shut up.
Yeah, sit down segment for the week. Was it April 22nd?
Yes, sir.
Winners and losers. Let's start off with winners. Bino, who's your winner, sir?
Kendrick Lamar, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
He's the first rapper to win a Pulitzer Award.
Yep.
Yes. Now, Preach, can you explain more about what this award is?
Pulitzer Awards are like for authors, and like it's basically just an award to admire or honor pieces of written work and so on and so forth, like songs and books.
And he won it
things
for
like
his album Damn that came out last year.
I mean, I wish it would have been given for Good Kid, Bad City. I thought that was a better album.
Definitely a better album, yes.
Yeah, but you know what? Shouts out to him and him getting that accolade.
So why don't he just play his music more instead of this Migos stuff?
Because it's not.
Think
not
about it. Only popular right
You
now.
can't
Kendrick-
dance to it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Kendrick got some heat.
Well, this album got actually they played more songs from this album on the radio than, and like they play that love song a lot. They played what was the song? Humble. They played that song a lot. So
they did play that.
yeah, so they played a lot of songs from this album quite a bit.
But in Call's defense, it's not like how they.
Oh no, hell no,
Yeah,
Hell
stir
no.
fry
Come
here
on.
by any means. Yeah,
Stir fry is hot though. Let's be real.
Oh my god.
But whatever. But point is, I don't like none of that shit. But anyway, back to you. Yeah, I mean, again, it's music with a uplifting, positive message, and well,
yeah,
they'd
Very
rather feed the kids stir fry.
Yep.
That's what it is.
It is what it
Yes.
is.
Yeah, some kids don't even to this day know who Kendrick Lamar is. Like I've asked them, they only know Migos. How's that even possible? They don't know who J. Cole is.
Shout out to him too.
Yeah.
I haven't heard the album yet, but people
He's
are
getting
very
good. Yeah.
big on
But
that.
the thing about J. Cole is like, and his fans, they're like, if you don't like it, then you're an idiot. Like you didn't finish high school. If you love it, then you're supposed to be like this college graduate who's aspiring to be the greatest. And I was like, yo, fam, like it's just music. Relax. And I think I
agree.
I like how it's a play on, you know, these kids on drugs and how a lot of these rappers are all about, drinking and getting rid of their problems, boys, Xanax, and they call themselves Little Xan. So that's just what it is. All right, Voice, who is your winner? Sir?
I'm going to give it to none other than our beloved Trinimon. I'll tell you why. So, one door closed on Friday, right? One door closed. Actually, last week, one door closed because he didn't get invited. But we went to this nice little place that I took Bino a long time ago called Burgerology. And there was a fine woman that was there. A fine woman. I'm not going to lie. A fine, established woman on top of that who had bread.
And she saw that milk dud and what happened?
Yes. She was talking to me. Unbeknownst to me, I thought she was going to holler me because she told me that I could not come into this place smelling all luxurious. But lo and behold, unbeknownst to me, unbeknownst to me,
yes,
she was using me as a ploy. So she could get to this
Get to the man, yes.
Oh, well, Trini, man.
Trini, man.
She said, quote, that she was going to change this Negro's life.
Woo! Trini, man. So what the audience and I in particular want to know, did you close the deal? Oh, Trini, man, don't be this way.
He closed the
Don't
deal.
be
Yeah,
this
no,
way,
he didn't close it. He's halfway.
Halfway?
Yes, halfway.
What is you talking
Are y'all
about?
watching Netflix? Like, what
What's happening here, guy?
They're going to establish a beautiful bond.
Wait. Could she be the next Miss Trinimon?
No, it's going to be
Trini Gal.
Is it time for my winners and losers?
I'm pretty sure we know who your winner and your loser is.
A
humble man.
Yo, so tell us what happened, B.
Please.
It was just a meeting. You know, it was very interesting.
The suave voice came
just
over.
a meeting?
It was just a meeting, you know.
Okay, tell us more.
It wasn't nothing big about it, Dred. It just was like, yo.
You kidding me? You kidding me? This
Simple.
girl was having conversations. She was setting expectations. She says, "You know what? I'm gonna motivate you." Is what she said. She's gonna motivate this man.
All right, Trini, man. All right, we'll leave you alone, Trini, man. Who's your winner?
my
sir?
winner.
He's all ready to face.
I know,
Look at
yeah,
him.
it's all
Ooh,
right.
not shy, man.
Go ahead,
He's gonna
Trini,
come
man.
back next week with a suit. He's gonna be driving probably a Maybach.
All right, who is your
Never.
winner, sir?
Anyway, my winner. People gonna hate me for this, but my winner was the guy who drove the dollar van in Queens.
Oh my lord! For those who don't know, I mean, a dollar van driver in Brooklyn.
No. He wasn't from Brooklyn. No.
This one's on.
This is all Queens.
I've seen
This was all Queens.
We took the L for this one.
All
You know what I'm
this is
saying?
probably Linden. Let's be real.
No. It was straight Queens. You understand, man?
Relax.
Leave
relax.
Brooklyn
relax.
out of this. Brooklyn
For
had
those
nothing
who
to do
don't
with
know,
this.
there was I wish we would have pulled up the footage, but there was a dollar van driver who decided to take upon himself to run from the cops, like engage in a car
Funniest
chase.
thing ever.
And straight dead leaves the car, leaves the van after the car chase, runs.
Did you hear the complaints?
And then
With
the cops
people in the car still.
Yeah, with people in the car still. And then the cops picked the wrong guy. And everybody in the van are telling him, no, that's the wrong guy.
Yes.
That's not the right guy you're apprehending. So,
yes.
But he's my winner because after all that, he still get away.
He still got away.
He still get away. After all that.
God
You
bless
understand?
How do you outrun the cops in broad daylight? You got the people in the passenger seat. They'll basically say, yo, just get out the car and run.
Nah,
man.
son, nothing Jamaicans do surprise me. I'm not surprised in the least, yo, at all. Shout out to him.
Mike, my winner for this week is Colin Kaepernick. He won the Amnesty International Honor Award for it's basically based on essentially human rights. It's a global human rights organization, and they were honoring Colin Kaepernick for his speaking out for injustice. And him being a celebrity who is being wronged and still donating. Mind you, the guy donated over $1 million to groups involved with human rights, oppression, so on and so forth. So shout out to him. I think he is still in trial with the NFL. I don't see any NFL team picking him up. They canceled. Remember, last week they canceled
So
that.
they might as well just pay the man and let's keep it moving.
They're not going to pay him.
They're
Pay
gonna
him
for
what?
what?
They're not going to pay him.
Pay him for the trial.
But I think he has a lot of people behind him that, I don't think he'll ever be broke to the point where, he's asking for handouts. But, I think he'll be in a place where people just support him anyway. Like, I think his following is deep, and I think people appreciate what he's done. I think he's put his money where his mouth is. Whereas he's donated to all these organizations, he hasn't just knelt and, then got up and says, you know what, I'll start kneeling. I won't kneel anymore. He's actually followed through with
stick to your guns.
Yeah.
With his premise behind kneeling for the national anthem. So shout out to him. I mean,
he's
he's not like that. He's woke. Yeah, he's not like that girl who decided that woman who decided to try to fight a service person. I mean, that's
While
just
on duty,
funny.
it looks like too.
But whatever. All right, who is your loser, Bino?
Okay, and I hate to do this. I'm a big Juvenile fan, but I gotta call Juvenile and Manny Fresh out for this performance, yo.
We got Juvenile in the building.
Oh my God.
Should we do it?
He look like young crap.
Tell him. I gotta tell him. Should we do it? I said Portland, you gotta back it up. I said the Warriors, they gotta back it up. I said Golden State, they gotta back it up. Oklahoma,
I'm kinda feeling it.
they gotta back it up. I said San Antonio, they gotta back it up. I said the Western Conference, they gotta back it up. We got the Pelicans. Girl.
Look at the
girl.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Wait, there be some more people there for real?
They look good.
Big fine woman, watch it. Call me Big
Yeah,
Daddy.
out of
when you
breath.
back that thing up. Girl, what you playing with? Back that thing up. Girl, you look good. Want to back that thing up. You's a big fine woman. Want to back that thing up. Call me Big Daddy when you back that thing up. Girl, who is it playing with? Hey, with some back
my
your back tag, make the water
Wow, look
dance.
at the dance.
Okay, that is terrible.
They bad, you can ride.
What the fellas doing with
I
us nowadays?
1,000% agree with you, sir. Now that I see the full footage,
Wow.
Yo, what going on with them fellas?
they were as old as he is.
I was all excited to see this video this week, and I was like, "Oh man, it's dope! Juvenile, Manny Fresh together, and then
He wants to find somebody reliable.
That was bad.
Yeah, you know how you look a certain way. You feel you're not as old as you are.
Right.
Then you see shit that you grew up with and realize, damn, I'm 50 years old. Like, that's how they
This
made me
aged
feel
you
right.
pretty much.
Very much.
This
so.
aged
Remember
you.
when you try to blow me up in a restaurant?
Yeah.
You're almost 40. It was all loud.
Right.
I sat there. I was like, whoa.
Now,
I'm in my mid-30s. Relax.
Now, does this remind you?
This now.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, is it possible if the dancer said, I don't want to dance with an old man or perform for an older man?
I'm pretty sure. No, I think what happened was obviously the premise of the song.
I'm
Remember
not
the
saying.
video?
Yes.
I think to negotiate with the NBA Pelicans, they were like, "Listen, can we lighten it up and have some older
Old
women?"
people?
Brought the Golden Girls
The
out.
Golden
to-
Girls,
to
kind of
shake
make
their
it a
asses
funny
out.
That's
look.
absolutely ridiculous.
Make it a funny look as opposed to
Well-
getting legitimate girls back in the ass up. So I think that was pretty much why.
But
they did
Juvenile and Manny Fresh look as old as the women that were dancing.
You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
problem, yo.
that. Yeah.
Wow.
And
It
they,
was very bad.
they even
The song
anyway,
doesn't go with
they
the
even-
comedy, though.
But was the premise to be like, we are old?
The song does not match the comedy.
All right, voice. Who is your loser, sir?
I'm going to give it to this Subway rider. Nameless, but he was caught on camera. He was wearing a Make America Great Again hat and shirt. And unfortunately, he had an altercation with a Spanish person that was a writer as well. So they were going back and forth in the train. They got off at 14th Street. He decided to follow this man, and they continued to just lay haymakers all over his face. So he's already knocked out unconscious. To finish the job, he takes the Spanish guy and throws him in the tracks.
Mind you, this was a brother.
Mind you,
Yes.
wearing supporting a
dude.
man that don't support him.
Right.
Yeah.
Support your kind.
So he's lucky he didn't go to jail or
Wait, no, they didn't
attempted
catch him
murder.
yet.
They're gonna
They didn't
catch
catch
him
him yet.
But that train tracks, them third rails are pretty. It can kill you.
So he killed the guy,
live
or
in the middle
the
of
guy,
the
the guy
platform,
live, or the person who's on the
He's
tracks?
in the hospital being treated, obviously, because you know the pesticides, the rats that are down there, and
Oh,
plus on
my
top of that, the electricity. Yeah.
All right, Trini, man, who's your loser, sir?
Well, I have two.
We're kind of strapped for time, so you got to make it quick,
Okay,
sir.
so my losers is you guys.
All right, my loser.
Hey, I ain't done yet, though. I ain't done yet. You guys, and you know the police who came on the scene for the guy with the dollar van.
Yeah, well,
So
yeah, they picked
the
the
wrong guy.
We're on the same level as the police who couldn't find a damn dollar van driver.
We're honored.
Wow.
We're honored. All right, my loser for this week is going to have to go out to Taylor Swift. Now, listen, I think she's a great woman, great entertainer, very talented, but you do not. This is the Karen with the potato salad.
Mm-hmm.
You don't redo Earth, Wind, and Fire September the way she did here.
Oh my
goodness. I mean, what the is this?
Is that a fiddle?
I'm like, you don't do this.
As we danced in the night, remember how the stars stole the night.
I'm not even playing the rest. Oh well. I'm done. Yes. So, need I say more? Yeah. But by the way, go check out that viral clip of the older women listening to the song and their faces. Classic.
And they ruined Sunday dinner, boy.
Classic.
Shout outs, voice guys.
Let's do our shout outs, sir. Go ahead.
Shout outs to Team Oceanside. Shout out to the boss, Mr. Steve Arado. Shout outs to Hunter, Miss Barbie, the whole entire house. Shout outs to my sister, who is going to be taking a cruise trip. Make sure you get back home safely.
Oh, my little Jennifer.
Yes.
All right, Chidi, man, do your shout out, sir.
Yo, shout out to everybody for on the tread. You know, shout out to you guys for having me here today. Fam, friends, all who's watching. Yeah.
Voice, you have one more.
Real quick, I got my ass chewed out and kicked for not representing this person. Shout outs to my mother who had a birthday last week Sunday. Yes. I got a text message. Yes. I got a text message on Monday, the 16th, and she says, "Quote, give me a meme." She gave me a meme, mind you. So my mother does memes now. When your son forgets you on your birthday.
Oh, Bino, your shout out, sir.
Shout out to Sweet Mama.
Oh, we don't have to. Oh man, I forgot to.
Yeah, sounded just like it. Yes. Shout out to Crystal, as today is her birthday. We had a great time Friday night. Maybe not all of us, but we had a great time. Shout out to her family. Everyone was very welcoming and warm. Appreciate everyone who came up and picked up the show and all that. And that's that.
All right, man. Shout out all the listeners, the family, everybody who viewed, who listened. We appreciate love. Everybody on the thread who commented. Thank you. Enjoy your Sunday morning breakfast. We're out of here. Peace.